It's time for high school basketball on Power 106.3. Now let's head to the court for all the action on Power 106.3.
Welcome in, everybody. You are listening to high school basketball on Power 106.3. We are in Castlewood tonight for a doubleheader between Castlewood Warriors and the Hamlin Chargers. Welcome in, everybody. I am Micah Warrington. You are listening to the Country Road Barn pregame show, and we have got two very exciting basketball games coming your way here this evening. It'll be the girls taking to the court first, and this should be a fun one as we've got two good teams taking to the court in this girls game tonight, and then we'll cap off the evening with the boys game later on. But first, let's talk about the Castlewood Warriors girls basketball team. They're coached by Jacob Vett and Chris Lather, and they're 2-2 this year. Bit of an up-and-down start to this season for Castlewood, but it's nothing to really be upset about. They've got a lot of youth on their team. Last time out, they did lose to Arlington in a close one at 48-36 back on Tuesday night. Like I said, it has just been an up and down year to start 2025-26 season for the Castlewood Warriors girls team. They opened their season against a really good Wabash Summit team and only lost 52-50. Showed a lot of promise in that game. Then they backed it up with 2 wins before dropping that one to Arlington a bit earlier on this week. It's a team, like I said, with a ton of youth, so an up and down start isn't exactly surprising. When you have young teams, a lot of times what you can see is it's that inexperience, that youth come out early in the season. And Jacob Vett, he's first year as head coach for the Warriors as well. So he's trying to find his stride with this team this season as well. So that's kind of where that up and downness can come from. But this team, like I said, they do have some potential this year as well, particularly because they've got a bit of size, which gives them an advantage on the glass most every night, which, hey, anytime that you can get one-and-done possessions because you're rebounding well, it always bodes well for your team. And, hey, anytime you can steal a few extra possessions in a game as well, get a few extra second-chance points and opportunities, that's always good as well. Now let's flip it over to the Hamlin Chargers. They come in ranked number 3 in Class A. They are 4-0 on the year. Last season, the Chargers finished 3rd place at the state tournament out in Spearfish, beating, like I said, finishing 3rd place in the state tournament last year. They look to get back to the state tournament this year as head coach Tim Christie, he was on the Sports Hub on Fox Sports Aberdeen this morning. I listened to that interview, and he was asked, hey, do you have the expectation of getting back to the state tournament this year? And he really answered it with one word: definitely. So this is a Chargers team that is primed to get back to the state tournament, which is going to be in Watertown this year, so they're not going to have to travel very far if they do make it back to the Class A state tournament. But this is a team that's got the ability to do it, and they do it because of one player, Addison Neuendorf. She's going to be going up to Northern State University to play basketball next season, and she has showed why, averaging close to 17 points a game this season already. She's an incredible player because not only can she score the basketball, but she can also pass it. She's the team's best defender. She does everything for this Hamlin Chargers team. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what she can do here tonight. Should be a fun one. Like I said, she is an exciting player. She's been playing varsity basketball for 2-3 years now, and I think this will be her 3rd year in the starting lineup. She has played on some state tournament teams, obviously last year, and she has led state tournament teams like they did last year, and she's looking to do it again this season. And she's got a little sister as well, Paxton Neuendorf. She's just a freshman this year. She is a very good player as well. She not as a freshman she starts for this Hamlin team, and she really gets into the game, and she played a lot last year as an 8th grader. she's just unfazed out there. As such a young player, she looks like she belongs, which is exactly what you want from those young players. Now, like I talked about, head coach for the Chargers, Tim Christie, he was on the Sports Hub on Fox Sports Aberdeen this morning, and he talked a few things about its non-conference schedule, which has been very difficult. They have really done a nice job of bolstering their non-conference schedule. They played at Dubrook a little while ago. They played, like I said, Dubrook, who was a state tournament team last year. They played Mobridge Pollock, who is 3-1 right now at the Barnett Center on Tuesday night. That was their last game. They ended up pulling that game out 51-47, did the Hamlin Chargers. So Coach Coisty talked about how, with playing these really tough competition games, he didn't say it verbatim, but he was basically saying iron sharpens iron. And what that means is if you think that you're a good team, you got to play other good teams to find out how good you really are. And so far, Hamlin, against the good teams that they have played, have really done a nice job of bolstering proving that they are worthy of being considered one of the best teams in the state. To open up the season, they played Groton, who is always a very good defensive team. Groton held them to 46 points, and Hamlin still won that game by 25. That's how good this Hamlin Chargers team can be. They can really get after you on the defensive end, cause a ton of turnovers, and turn those turnovers into points. They'll be looking to do that here tonight. You're listening to the Country Road Barn pregame show on Power 106.3. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get you your starting lineups, get you some keys to the game, get you the national anthem, and get you ready for tip-off here from Castlewood. That's all that coming up next here on the Country Road Barn pregame show.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
AGI Westfield has been making augers since 1951 and has become a leader in the industry, continuing to create innovative products with the help and feedback of farmers. AGI's Westfield has one goal in mind: to make the best augers available. From the parts to the finished product, countless hours of research and development are put into creating an auger you can rely on. AGI Westfield is focused on making your job easier. Contact Westside Implement in Clark, South Dakota for more information today.
Big plays, big smiles, and a big night for local hoops with tonight's boys and girls doubleheader. When it comes to keeping your smile in championship shape, Embrace Dentistry has your back. Proud supporters of our local athletes, Embrace Dentistry provides gentle, modern care for kids, parents, and the whole community, so every visit feels like a win. Schedule your next checkup today and keep your smile game strong all season. Embrace Dentistry, where your smile is our priority.
Take a drive to Cornwell Drug and Gifts in Webster, where you can shop in a quiet atmosphere. Find some amazing novelty items like greeting cards, jewelry, shoes, bags, clothing for babies and adults. Also, Melissa and Doug learning mats, activity books, and toys. Cornwell Drug and Gifts offers a great selection of home decor, soup mixes, sauces, jams, drink mixes, and chocolates. Find it all at Cornwell Drug and Gifts, 701 Main Street in Webster. Good luck, area athletes. From Cornwell Drug.
Crawford Ostis Funeral Chapel and Cremation Services proudly supports our student athletes, coaches, and fans who bring heart, hustle, and hometown pride to every game. From tip-off to the final buzzer, teamwork, dedication, and community spirit shine bright across the court. Crawford Ostis Funeral Chapel is honored to stand behind the families and neighbors who make high school basketball unforgettable. Here's to safe travels, loud cheers, and memories that last a lifetime. Good luck, Hamlin Chargers, all season long and beyond.
Custom Fabricators Incorporated in Watertown promises to continue to keep their tradition of quality parts and great customer service, which you've come to depend on for over 30 years. They are continuing expanding to better serve their customers. Custom Fabricators is actively involved in community events, promoting and supporting Watertown and the surrounding areas. Custom Fabricators Incorporated of Watertown, the leader for all of your fabrication solutions.
World-class service with hometown friendliness. That's what you can expect from the staff of Dave Haler Automotive. And when you come through our doors, we're going to treat you like family. Whether you're looking for a new vehicle from Chevrolet or one of our many nice pre-owned vehicles on our lot. You can also take a look at our classic car showroom, Highway 12 Classics. We offer a full service department, parts department, and a body shop to keep your vehicle on the road and running smoothly. We're conveniently located East Highway 12 in Webster. Review all of our inventory online at HalerAuto.com.
Hey fans, you're surrounded by future leaders, future business owners, and future hometown heroes, both on the field and in the bleachers. That's why Evolution Power Sports and Marine is proud to stand behind our student athletes and the families who cheer them on. Because for us, it's not just about horsepower and machines, it's about building community, supporting tradition, and celebrating the next generation. So let's hear it one more time for the athletes. Visit evolutionpowersports.com, and whatever you do,
In the mood for some great barbecue? Country Road Barn will satisfy your craving. They offer mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, pulled pork, and the juiciest chicken around. All seasoned perfectly. Sauce is a choice, not a necessity. Open Wednesday through Friday to the public from 4 to close with a kitchen serving from 5 to 9. Saturdays are reserved for events. Country Road Barn, located 7 miles north of Watertown. Everything's always better in the country. Country Road Barn wishes all area athletes the best of luck this season.
Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic is proud to cheer on all of our area high school athletes. We know the dedication, teamwork, and heart it takes to compete. Just like caring for our four-legged friends, it's all about commitment and compassion. Win or lose, show respect for your teammates, opponents, coaches, and fans. Play hard, play fair, and make your community proud. From the first whistle to the final buzzer, Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic is rooting for you all season long.
My mom saves heroes thousands.
Our mom, Jody Fiedler, has given thousands of dollars to local heroes using the Homes for Heroes program.
If you're in the military, a veteran, teacher, police officer, firefighter, or in the medical profession, you will save money when buying or selling your home.
Call Jody Fiedler at Main Street Melody 881-5585.
Call my mommy today.
Jody Fiedler, Watertown's Realtor.
Back here on Power 106.3. About ready for tip-off here in Castlewood as game one of our doubleheader between Castlewood and Hamlin is about ready for tip-off. Let's get you some starters for this first contest. It'll be the girls taking to the court first. Starting lineups are brought to you by Dave Haler Automotive. First for the Hamlin Chargers, they're going to go like this in their starting five. At a guard, 5'6" senior, number 3, Addison Neuendorf. And a forward, 5'8" senior, number 5, Sarita Stevenson. And a guard, 5'5" freshman, number 10, Paxton Neuendorf. And a forward, 5'8" junior, number 12, Izzy Stephenson. And at center, a 6' sophomore, number 32, Adeline Jensen. And then for the Castlewood Warriors, they're going to go like this in their starting five. At a forward, 5'10" sophomore, number 3, Claire Horn. At forward, 5'7" senior, number 12, Kayla Goins. At a guard, or at a forward, 6' sophomore, number 22, Sophia Kuderna. At a guard, 5'6" senior, number 23, Cassidy Kerwin. And at center, 6'2" sophomore, number 31, Ava Rummel. Those were your starting lineups, brought to you by Dave Haler Automotive. Now let's send it over to our PA announcer for tonight's national anthem. Tonight's national anthem is brought to you by, or actually they are doing the starting lineups before the national anthem. So let's talk about some keys to the game. These keys to the game are brought to you by Riddle's Glass. Keys to the game tonight for Castlewood is going to be get one and done possessions. You can't allow Hamlin to get second chance opportunities. They're a team that if you allow them to get second chance opportunities, you are going to be in a world of hurts. So the key to the game for Castlewood tonight is going to be one and done defensive possessions. And for Hamlin, their key to the game for this evening's contest contest is going to be get out and run some more. They like to play fast, as we all know, but if they can get out in transition, get some easy buckets, get a big lead early on, that just bodes well for them later on in the game. They're not a team that plays too many girls off the bench. In fact, they only have 9 players on their varsity roster, so they are thin. And so the more games that they can just get out and get a big lead and then just kind of coast from there is going to be better for this Hamlin team. So their key to the game is going to be run some more. Those were your keys to the game, brought to you by Riddles Glass. Thank you to Riddles Glass for being our key to the game sponsor here this evening. Should mention that our officials for tonight's contest are brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. Our officials are sanctioned and assigned by the South Dakota High School Activities Association. They are impartial, and we're going to do a great job here this evening. And now, let's get it over to our national anthem, brought to you by Evolution Power Sports.
We're going to take a moment to recognize a couple of individuals and thank them for their vision and dedication for the flag legacy here. So if Darby and Doris could come down, please. Come out.
That was our national anthem, brought to you by Evolution Power Sports and Marine. And a very cool new feature that they have here in Castlewood is an American flag coming down from the ceiling that rolls up and rolls down, and it is a beautiful sight to see. A flag that... Hey, this is the first time that they got to use that, so that was very cool. National anthem was sung by a choir of girls basketball players as well. That was also very cool. Very cool to see the crowd get involved here tonight. All right, it's time for tip-off. Tip-off is brought to you by Body and Balance Chiropractic. It will be Adeline Jensen for Hamlin, Ava Rummel for Castlewood. The tip is up, and Hamlin controls the opening tap. It will be Charger basketball as we get underway at 6:40 here this evening. Paxton Neuendorf at the top of the key, dishes over to Addison. Now she swings it over to Stephenson in the corner, dribbles baseline, passes back out to Paxton, now over to Addie. She jab steps, drives towards the lane, floats it up with the right hand. She gets it to go. Addison starts her night off 1-for-1, and the Chargers take an early 2-0 lead here, 30 seconds into this ball game. It'll be Claire Horn setting things up, and she is rushed off the pick and roll by Neuendorf. Well, Horn picks up her dribble, swings it over to Kuderna, then into the post with Rummel. Rummel working to move towards the right block. It's blocked away by Adeline Jensen. Nice defense there by Jensen. And here comes Hamlin back the other way. Addison Neuendorf on the left wing. Skip pass over to Stephenson. She shoots the long triple, and she can't quite get it to go. Rebound tapped around and then controlled by Claire Horn, and now she wants to run. Horn into the front court. She'll back it back out now. Guarded against by Paxton Neuendorf, who is a great defender. Horn on the right wing swings it over to Cassidy Kerwin. Kerwin, being patient, gets it into the corner with Kuderna. Kuderna got it stripped away. Here comes Addison Neuendorf back the other way. Neuendorf feeds it inside to Jensen, and Jensen can't quite hang on. We're going to say it went out of bounds off the hands of one of the Castlewood Warrior defenders down there. So it'll stay here with Hamlin. Underneath out of bounds, left side of the hoop. Inbound goes to Stephenson, middle of the paint. She gets it to go. Izzy Stephenson gets her first bucket of the night, and Hamlin's out to a 4-0 lead. 6.5 to play here, first quarter, on the Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic scoreboard. Right side, that's Kayla Goins. She's going to drive towards the baseline, get cut off, try to pass it back out. It's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say off the hand of Goins. So a couple of early turnovers here for Castlewood. They see themselves trailing 4-0 here. A couple minutes into this ball game, still early. Here's Paxton Neuendorf, guarded out. Gets it into the corner to Addison. Her three-point shot on the way, no good. And now Addison gets a steal. She's going to shoot a three again. Can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Kuderna. Couple of good looks there for Neuendorf, but she's unable to get either of them to fall. Score remains 4-0. Here's a drive baseline by Claire Horn. She's trying to make the pass to the opposite corner. That was trying to get to Cassidy Kerwin. It hit the bottom of the hoop, so that's going to be out of bounds. It'll go to Hamlin. Stephenson in the middle of the paint, passes backside, beautiful dish, and Sarita Stevenson was right there on the block, wide open. It's 6-0 Chargers. Beautiful play there by Izzy Stephenson. Horn's going to set things up. She dishes over to Goins on the left wing. She'll dribble towards the middle of the court. Now ball being swung around, and we've got an off-the-ball foul. This will be our first foul of the night. It's going to go against Hamlin and Addison Neuendorf. She picks up her first, team one. And a few substitutions as Sydney Kuderna and Kendra Nielsen check into the ball game for Castlewood. It'll be Goins and Horn headed to the bench. Inbound pass going to be tipped around, trying to get it to Rummel, and now it's on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball. It'll stay here with Castlewood. They're just trying to get a quick one to Rummel in the paint, but pass came in a little too hot. Underneath out of bounds. Kerwin to inbound. She'll get it to Nielsen. Nielsen feeds it into Rummel. Rummel handles it in the mid-post. Now dishes inside to Kuderna. Her shot is up, no good. Rebound controlled by Hamlin. Here comes Neuendorf. She passes backside to Stevenson. Now pass being swung around. Stephenson from the corner. Three-point shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Castlewood. Quickly back the other way. It's Kuderna. She gets to the lane. Shot up. It's deflected. Now rebound controlled by Castlewood. Second chance, no good. Third chance, and we're going to have a foul on the floor. That's going to go against Izzy Stephenson, her first, team 2. Checking into the ballgame for the first time for Castlewood will be Bryn Schooley. Checking out is Sophia Kuderna. It'll be Cassidy Kerwin 2 inbound. She gets it to Sydney Kuderna. Sydney drives towards the middle, and we're going to have an illegal screen. That's going to go against Ava Rummel. That's going to be Rummel's first, team 1. With 4:36 left to play here in this first quarter, it'll be Hamlin basketball. Should mention that this first quarter is sponsored by Mainstream Realty. Thank you to Mainstream Realty for being our first quarter sponsors here this evening. Three-point shot on the way from Sarita Stevenson. It's up, no good. Rebound controlled by Castlewood. So the long ball not working so far for Hamlin early on in this ball game as Nielsen comes off a screen, shoots a long two-point jumper, no good. Gets her own rebound. She's going to drive towards the right block. Kick it back out. Here's Schooley. She'll drive to the lane. Kick it out to Kuderna. Kuderna on the pick and roll. Gets it back to Schooley, and she gets it to go. Nice offense there, as Bryn Schooley puts it up and in, and it's 6-2 on the Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic scoreboard. Addison Neuendorf on the left wing, working against this 2-3 zone. She'll dish it over to Paxton. Paxton into the mid-post with Izzy Stephenson. She'll back it out. Now, ball being swung around. Stevenson, skip pass over to Neuendorf in the corner. Addison dribbles towards the top. One-hand baseball pass to Stephenson. She'll jab step, drive towards the baseline. Now pass back up top to Paxton. Now over to Addison. She's going to shoot the three from the right wing. No good. Rebound is going to be controlled by Rummel. It's going to be knocked out of her hands and go out of bounds. It'll stay with Castlewood. So with 3:28 left to play here in this first quarter, been a low-scoring quarter, just 6-2 your score. 3.5 to play, just under 3.5 to play here in the first. Sydney Kuderna shoots a three of her own, no good. Rummel with the rebound, puts it back up and in. Ava Rummel using that size, and we talked about it in the pregame, being able to steal a couple of second chance points. They did just that on that possession, and Ava Rummel. Here's Izzy Stephenson. She'll pass over to Stevenson, then back to Stephenson. She wants to shoot the long three, can't get it to go. Rummel gets the rebound. She has been good on the glass here in this first quarter. Sydney Kuderna, skip pass over to Nielsen. She shoots the triple. It is up, off the back iron, no good. Battle for the rebound, and we are going to have a foul, I believe. So it looked like Adeline Jensen was on the ground. Didn't look like they called a foul, actually. It'll just be Castlewood basketball. Inbound going to go to Rummel. She kicks it back out to Schooley. Mid-range jumper off the front iron, no good. Battle for the rebound. Nielsen comes up with it, and she'll pass it back out to Kuderna. Kuderna swings it over to Claire Horn. Horn coming off a screen. She is going to get the ball stolen away by Adeline Jensen. Jensen back the other way. Kicks it out to Stevenson on the wing. Then to Stephenson. Swings it over to Neuendorf. Three-point shot on the way. It's good. Addison Neuendorf finally gets one to go, and it's 9-4. Hamlin. 2:13 left to play here first quarter. Kuderna on a pick and roll, gets it back to Schooley on the left block. Her shot up, no good. Gets her own rebound, battle, and we're going to have a jump ball. The officials saw contact with the ball instead of the arm, and that is going to be a jump ball back to the Chargers with 2:02 left to play here in the first. Checking into the ball game for the first time, it's Paige Stormo, 8th grade guard for Hamlin. She actually got time last year as a 7th grader, an excellent player off the bench for this Chargers team. Here's Addison Neuendorf. Give and go with Stephenson. She puts it up from the mid-range. No good. Rebound controlled by Sydney Kuderna. Going quickly back the other way, it's Cassidy Kerwin. Kerwin Trying to dribble towards the middle of the court. She's guarded by Stormo, and Stormo, nice defense there. As now it's going to be Claire Horn. She dribbles around the arc, gets into the corner, and gets it knocked away. It's going to go off the hand of Addison Neuendorf. It'll stay here with Castlewood. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. 1:35 left to play here in this first quarter. Claire Horn on the side will inbound. Inbound pass will go to Sophie Kuderna. Skip pass over to Schooley. She gets it on the left block. Shot up. It's deflected. Loose ball on the ground. It's picked up by Izzy Stephenson, and now a battle for it, and we're going to have another jump ball as Bryn Schooley did a nice job of getting her hands in there, not drawing a foul, but getting a jump ball, so Castlewood will get another crack at it. Fresh 35. Underneath out of bounds, left side of the hoop. Inbound goes to Schooley. Back over to the right side with Claire Horn. Horn jab steps towards the middle, drives right side, puts it over the right hand, gets it to go. Nice finish there by Claire Horn, and it's 9-6 Hamlin. 1:10 left to play here first quarter. Here's Stephenson in the corner. She'll jab step, drive towards the baseline, trying to get it to the opposite corner with Neuendorf. It's going to be deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Hamlin. Addison Neuendorf to inbound on the left side of the hoop. Ball being swung around. Here's Stormo. Now gets it over to Neuendorf in the corner. Neuendorf dribbling out. Gets it back to Stormo. Top of the key. Now over to Neuendorf. Open again. She lets it fly. Can't get it to go. Jensen comes down with the rebound. Kicks it back out. Here's Stephenson. Swings it over to Neuendorf. 40 seconds left in the quarter. 27 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Neuendorf on the right wing against a 2-3 zone. Neuendorf dribbles towards the middle, kicks over to Izzy Stephenson. Shot is up, and the foul! So Izzy Stephenson knocks down the triple, and we have a foul called not on the shooter. So this is one of those unique moments that we see in basketball every once in a while. So Izzy Stephenson is going to get credit for the three-point shot. There was a foul on the screen in front of Stephenson. So what happens is, because Stephenson was in the shot of motion, or the motion of her shot, they're going to count the basket, and Hamlin is going to get a chance at a 5-point possession, maybe even 6 if they get a 3. So Hamlin's going to get the ball back, and they're going to get a chance to end the quarter on a 1-possession 5 or 6-0 run. And you don't see that every night. You really don't. One of those unique plays that, I think I've called many a games and never seen that. As I say that, Addison Neuendorf was trying to feed Jensen inside, who was posting up hard, and she just threw it away. So it'll be Castlewood basketball. 18 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Kerwin, dribbles towards the middle, kicks it back to Rummel in the lane. Rummel, shot fake, up with the left hand, gets it to go. Ava Rummel, nice finish. 6 seconds left. Here's Addison Neuendorf, working quickly. She gets into the lane, up with 2. She gets it to go, and the buzzer sounds. So a fun end of the quarter. 14-8 is your score. Hamlin leads Castlewood. You're listening to South Dakota High School basketball on Power 106.3.
From Friday night lights to packed gyms and roaring crowds, high school sports brings our community together in the best way. At Riddle's Glass in Watertown, they're proud to support all our area schools, athletes, and coaches. Your hard work, dedication, and teamwork inspire us every day. Whether you're chasing championships or simply playing for the love of the game, we're cheering you on. Here's to a season filled with sportsmanship, effort, and hometown pride. Riddle's Glass in Watertown, a proud supporter of our area athletes.
Anytime is a good time for breakfast at Page's Place. Breakfast served all day. Enjoy a full menu, evening specials, Page's homemade breads, desserts, sauces, dips, and soups. Treat the whole family with dine-in, carry-out, curbside, and DoorDash options. You'll receive the best service in town at Page's Place. Page and his staff proudly support youth sports and wish all area athletes a successful season. Visit Page's Place Cafe and Grill across from McKinley Park in Watertown, or follow on Facebook.
Back here on Power 106.3 inside the Castlewood Gymnasium. The number 3 rated Hamlin Chargers lead Castlewood 14-8 here as we start the second quarter. This second quarter is brought to you by Brian's Glass. Thank you to Brian's Glass for being our second quarter sponsor here this evening. It'll be Charger basketball out of the quarter break. And they'll be trying to figure out a way to maybe shoot Castlewood out of this 2-3 zone. So far, the 2-3 zone has held the Chargers at bay. Here's Ava Tashner. She'll dish over to Paige Stormo. Stormo over to Neuendorf. Again, working against this 2-3 zone. Now back to Stormo. Left wing. Swings it over to the right side with Stevenson. Stevenson to the free throw line. Backs her defender back in. Kicks out to Stormo. Three-point shot. It's good. Paige Stormo knocks it down, and it's 17-8. 30 seconds into this second quarter. Ava Rummel, give and go, gets it back to Kuderna, who goes up and she gets fouled. So Sophia Kuderna, is going to get to go to the free throw line, and that's a big foul, as that's the second on Addison Neuendorf. Team first foul here in this second quarter, so now Addison's got to be smart here with 2 fouls. First free throw from Kuderna. Kuderna is up, no good. Izzy Stephenson checking back in. Adeline Jensen will check out for Hamlin. Second free throw from Kuderna is off the back iron, no good. Rebound controlled by Stephenson. So an empty possession there for Castlewood. Here's Izzy Stephenson in the paint, kicks it back out to Stormo, now swings it back around. Here's Stephenson in the middle, she puts it up, no good. Fight for the rebound, it's going to go out of bounds off the hand of Kayla Goins. It'll stay here with Hamlin. 7:11 left to play here in this second quarter. Fresh 35 on the shot clock. Neuendorf to inbound on the right side of the hoop underneath. She'll get it to up top to Ava Tashner, sophomore guard. Now it'll be Neuendorf, top of the key, working against this man-to-man defense. Passes back to Stephenson. Shot is up, no good. Offensive rebound to Hamlin. That's Stevenson, and Stevenson goes up and gets fouled. That's going to be Sophia Kuderna picking up her first, team 1 here in this second quarter. And headed to the free throw line for Hamlin will be Sarita Stevenson. First free throw is up, and it is good. Paxton Neuendorf back into the ball game. Tashner will check out. Second free throw is up and good from Stevenson, so she goes 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. Makes it 19-8 on the Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic scoreboard. Left side, here's Kayla Goins. She'll drive, and she's going to draw a foul. That's going to go against Paige Stormo, her first, team 2. Inbound goes to Rummel. She'll hand it back to Claire Horn. Horn into the lane, floats it up. It's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say it was deflected at the shot point. So it'll stay with Castlewood. Underneath out of bounds, left side of the hoop. Inbound is going to go to Cassidy Kerwin, rather. Kerwin just going to back it back out. Now it's Horn. Horn, jab steps, drives towards the right baseline, swings it around, and it's going to be tipped. Stolen away by Paige Stormo. Nice play there by Paige Stormo. Here comes Neuendorf, hands it off with Paxton. Now swings it to Stormo in the right side. She'll feed Stevenson on the post. Back out to Neuendorf, then over to Stormo. Stormo back to Neuendorf. Now swings it around to Addison, then Stephenson. Izzy Stephenson dribbles around the arc, gets it to Paxton. Paxton driving baseline. Her pass is going to be deflected, and Neuendorf was out of bounds, tried to establish herself back in, and now a little sisterly love as Addison tells Paxton, hey, you're okay. Paxton didn't like the call, but it looked like to be the right one. She didn't establish herself in bounds before touching the basketball again. Here's Rummel on the post. She's triple teamed, and we're going to have a jump ball. Ava Rummel brought it down to her hip, and Getting in there is Sarita Stevenson. And she's going to cause a tie-up. It will stay with Castlewood, however. 22 seconds left on the shot clock, 5:57 to play in the quarter. Kayla Goins to inbound. It's going to be tipped into the hand of Sydney Kuderna. Kuderna going to drive. And she gets it stolen away. Here comes Hamlin. Here's Neuendorf on the left side. She puts it up. No good. Jensen with the offensive rebound. Back out to Paxton. Three-point shot. No good. Battle for the board. Jensen comes up with it. She gets it off to Addison. Addison skip pass over to Stephenson. Three-point shot from the wing. No good. Rebound controlled by Sydney Kuderna. So a few good opportunities for Hamlin don't go. And now back the other way. Now the pass up to Bryn Schooley. And Schooley can't quite get it to, she walked with it, took a little extra step, and that'll be a traveling violation back to Hamlin. Here's Izzy Stephenson, back to Paxton, swings it around to Sarita Stevenson. Into the post with Jensen, back out to Stephenson, then right back to Jensen. Jensen kicks it out to the free throw line with Addison Neuendorf, and those are easy for her as she knocks it down. Good ball movement there by Hamlin to find the open look. And as Castlewood crosses half court, Coach Tweet wants a timeout, and he will get it. This timeout brought to you by Active Heating. We will break with them back in a minute here on Power 106.3.
If you're looking for the best steaks or brats for your grill, the best bacon you can imagine for breakfast, the best snack sticks or jerky, and the best custom beef, pork, or wild game processing, then you need to check out Jorgensen Meats. Once you've tried their fine products, you'll know why their business has been in operation and expanding since 1989. Jorgensen Meat Processing and the Purple Cow in Waubay wishes all high school athletes best of luck in tonight's game.
Sharp Automotive in Watertown is proud to cheer on all our local high school athletes this season. From the opening whistle to the final buzzer, they admire your dedication, teamwork, and drive for success. Just like on the court or field, Sharp Automotive delivers reliability and performance with their wide selection of new and used vehicles. Stop by today to let their friendly team help you find the perfect ride. Good luck, athletes. Keep pushing, keep shining, keep winning.
Back here on Power 106.3, KPHR, Ortonville, Millbank, and Watertown. We are here in Castlewood, where Hamlin leads Castlewood 21-8. 5 minutes left to play here in this first half. It'll be Warrior basketball out of the timeout. Bryn Schooley has it near the free throw line. She'll dish it over to Sophia Kuderna. Kuderna trying to get it back to Schooley. It's going to be tipped. And as Adeline Jensen was trying to save it from going out of bounds, she just stepped on that end line. So it'll stay with Castlewood. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. It'll be Goins to inbound. She gets it to Kuderna. Sydney Kuderna. Kuderna, top of the key. Her pass trying to feed it into Schooley. It's going to be too tall and stolen away by Hamlin. Well, the defensive pressure has caused a number of turnovers here in this first half from Hamlin. Here's Paxton Neuendorf, left wing. She'll jab step drive towards the left side, and she's going to turn the ball over. Here's a pass up ahead, but we're going to have a foul before. It's going to go against Hamlin. That'll be against Adeline Jensen, I believe. That'll be Jensen's first, team 3. Into the game, it's Claire Horn, Ava Rummel, and Kendra Nielsen for Castlewood. Horn setting things up, gets it over to Schooley, who dishes over to the right wing with Kuderna. Back to Schooley on the give and go. Her shot is blocked away, and rebound is controlled by Adeline Jensen. Hamlin moving quickly. Here's Stephenson. She'll drive towards the right side on the baseline, trying to wrap it around and get it to Jensen. And that pass is going to be knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Hamlin. 27 seconds remaining. on the shot clock. Underneath out of bounds left side of the hoop. Neuendorf will get it to Stephenson. Stephenson feeds Stevenson. Now to Jensen, back to Stevenson, three-point shot, and it gets lodged between the hoop, or between the backboard and the rim. And that's something you see every day either, so we've seen a couple of unique plays already in this ball game. As the official trying to get the ball unstuck. Third time's a charm. There you go. But that does mean that it is a jump ball, so it'll be Hamlin basketball, fresh 35. Underneath out of bounds left side of the hoop. Neuendorf 2 inbound. Addison, that is. She'll get it to Stephenson on the left wing. Stephenson dishes over to Stormo. Now to Addison in the corner. She lets it fly. Got it. Addison Neuendorf, her second triple of the night, makes it 24-8. 3:36 left to play here, second quarter. Here's Nielsen on the left side. She's going to shoot a deep triple. Can't get it to go. And nice job there by Horn to save it from going out of bounds, but it goes right into the hands of Stormo. Now the Chargers are running. Here's Stephenson on the right block. Passes back out to Neuendorf. Top of the key. She'll jab step. Drive left side. Get cut off now. Going to float it up off the backboard. No good. Rebound controlled by Rummel. Now Castlewood wants to run. Here's Horn. She's going to drive, trying to kick it into Rummel. And that is going to be stolen away by Neuendorf. Here's Addison driving towards the right side. Hands it off with Izzy Stephenson. Three-point shot on the way. In and out. No good. Rebound controlled by Castlewood. So, again, the three ball just not falling the way that it typically does for Hamlin here this evening. Rummel, top of the key. Dishes over to Horn. Horn gets it back to Rummel, who slips the screen. And we're going to have well, the ball was in the hands of Sarita Stevenson, who was standing on the end line. So that is going to be an out-of-bounds call. It'll stay with Castlewood. 18 seconds left to play in this second quarter. 18 seconds left on the shot clock, 2:37 to play in the quarter. Quick inbound to Schooley, who found the open lane, and she gets it to go. That's Schooley's second bucket. Quickly back the other way. It's Paige Stormo. Back to Stephenson. Swings it over to Neuendorf. Then to Tashner. Three-point shot from the corner. Can't get it to fall. Rebound controlled by Castlewood. So another one-and-done possession. Here's Kuderna. She'll drive towards the right side and pass off to Rummel. She's going to shoot the mid-range jumper. No good. Paige Stormo comes up with a rebound. Stormo working quickly back the other way, gets it to Tashner. Tashner back to Stormo, swinging around to Neuendorf, now to Stephenson. Good extra pass, and Stephenson can't knock down the three. Fight for the rebound. Stormo comes up with it, but she's on the sideline. Almost got the basketball before she stepped out of bounds, but it'll be Castlewood basketball nonetheless. And now we're going to have a timeout called by Castlewood. This is an active heating timeout. Score is 24-10. Hamlin, 1:57 left to play here, second quarter. You're listening to South Dakota High School basketball, Power 106.3.
Sioux Valley Co-op is proud to support all area athletes. Whether you're heading to the game or celebrating a win, fuel up with gas, hot stuff pizza, snacks, and more. Earn points that never expire for gas and car washes. Plus, enjoy extra savings with our Pizza Club and Premium Perks card rewards. Sioux Valley Co-op is committed to our community and its athletes. Best of luck in your games. Sioux Valley Co-op is cheering you on every step of the way.
Back here on Power 106.3, 1:57 left to play here in this first half. Coming up at halftime, it'll be the Jorgensen Meat Processing and Purple Cow halftime show. We will recap this game, or recap this first half, get you ready to go for half number two, get you some scores from around the state as well. At the Jorgensen Meat Processing and Purple Cow halftime show. Castlewood basketball. Here's Kuderna at the top of the key. Feeds it out to Schooley. Now a good kick out to Cassidy Kerwin. Three-point shot. It's good. Cassidy Kerwin knocks down the tray, and it's 24-13. Lead cut to 11. 90 seconds left to play here in this first half. Man-to-man defense for the first time tonight All right, now they're drifting back into that 2-3 zone. Here's Neuendorf. Long three, no good. A rebound controlled by Kuderna, and she wants to work quickly back the other way. Sophia Kuderna gets it to Schooley at the top of the key. She'll rip through and now try to pass off, and we're going to have a foul called. Does it look like Ava Tashner just got a piece of that arm? And she did. That'll be her first team 4. Inbound is going to go to Sophia Kuderna in the corner. Now a bit of a miscommunication as the pass is stolen away. Paxton Neuendorf is going to lay it up and in on the other end. So a miscommunication between Sydney Kuderna and Bryn Schooley leads to 2 points the other way, and it's 26-13. Left side, here's Sophia. She gets it into Schooley. Right side, her shot up no good. Stormo's going to come down with a rebound. 42 seconds left. Pass up to Tashner. 3-point shot from the corner, no good. Rebound controlled by by Schooley. Cassidy Kerwin working against a tough defense. She's going to feed it inside to Rummel, and it's going to be deflected and stolen away by Stormo. Nice job there by Paige Stormo coming from the backside to get the steal. And now the shot clock is turned off. 15 seconds left in the half. Addison Neuendorf near midcourt gets it off to Tashner on the right wing. Tashner being harassed, gets it to Stephenson. Stephenson double team back to Tashner with 5. Gets it to Neuendorf with 3. She's going to drive right side, reverse layup, and she gets fouled. Addison Neuendorf making something happen here at the end of the quarter. That foul is going to go against Bryn Schooley, her second, team 2. First free throw from Addison Neuendorf, no good. Just 1.9 seconds remaining in the quarter. Second free throw from Neuendorf is good. Inbound is going to go to Schooley, and she is just going to throw it away, and that is going to be the end of the half. 27-13 is your score here at halftime. Hamlin out in front of Castlewood. When we come back, it'll be the Jorgensen Meat Processing and Purple Cow halftime show. We'll recap this first half, get you ready to go for half number 2, get you some scores from around the state here as well. That's all coming up next on the Jorgensen Meat Processing and Purple Cow halftime show on Power 106.3.
Here's where the good ideas come from. Street Graphics, Main Street, Millbank, working with local schools to provide ideas and solutions for fundraising. They can customize a design just for you. T-shirts, trophies, banners, buttons, contract printing, they do it all. They work in quantities from 1 to 5,000. Printing and promotions, they print on anything but paper. See them at streetgraphics.com. That's graphics with an EX. Main Street, Millbank, South Dakota, streetgraphics.com.
At Automatic Transmission and Gear, they keep your vehicle's playbook running smoothly. Just like a star quarterback who knows how to shift gears under pressure, their expert team ensures your transmission and driveline perform at peak efficiency. Whether it's a quick fix or a full rebuild, they'll have you back on the road, executing every drive flawlessly with precision and power behind every move. They're your go-to team for keeping your vehicle in the game. Drive strong with Automatic Transmission and Gear.
Winter is the perfect time of year to tackle those home projects you've been dreaming about. With the professional plumbing team at Active Heating, updating your bathroom and kitchen is easy, whether it's new toilets, sinks, or faucets. We also install water softeners, water heaters, and reverse osmosis systems to keep your home running smoothly. For all your plumbing projects, trust the experts at Active Heating. Visit ActiveHeatingInc.com to get started. Active Heating, serving Watertown and Brookings.
Tired of keeping an eye on your propane tank? Take ordering off your to-do list with scheduled propane delivery from AgTegra. We'll monitor your tank levels and automatically schedule a refill delivery when you need it. No stress, just a confident supply of propane. Even better, sign up for Level Pay and enjoy equal average monthly payments to help you budget with ease. Plus, scheduled delivery and Level Pay customers save 20 cents a gallon compared to will call. Confident comfort starts with AgTegra Cooperative. Call AgTegra today at 605-225-6383 to get started.
If you're experiencing shoulder pain, knee pain, lower back pain, or extremity injuries, it might be a good idea to consider reaching out to Body in Balance Chiropractic and Wellness and talk with Dr. Allison Dargetts about some services, which include kinesiology taping and cold laser therapy. It's also convenient that Body in Balance Chiropractic and Wellness offers Saturday hours. That can be helpful for people with busy schedules. If you're interested in their services, contact them at 878-BODY. Body in Balance Chiropractic Wellness in Watertown.
Brian's Glass, locally owned and operated with over 100 years of experience, offers a wide range of services for all your commercial and residential glass needs. From doors and windows to windshields and rock chip repairs, they've got you covered. Visit them Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 p.m. or Friday from 8 to 4 p.m. at Business Square, south of Lions Park in Watertown. Call 605-886-5328. Brian's Glass proudly supports local athletes and wishes you the best of luck in tonight's game.
AGI's all-new MKX2 Series swing-away augers are proven to help you move more grain efficiently. The MKX2 Series is built for durability, serviceability, and versatility. With AGI's MKX2 Series, you can choose the speed you need. In various lengths, the 10-inch tube gets you up to 6,600 bushels per hour, the 13-inch tube up to 11,000 bushels per hour, and the 16-inch tube provides a maximum capacity at 23,000 bushels per hour. Contact Westside Implement in Clark, South Dakota for more information today.
Back here on Power 106.3 inside the automatic transmission and gear broadcast booth. I'm Micah Warrington. It's halftime here in Game 1 of our doubleheader. Hamlin leads Castlewood 27-13. You are listening to the Jorgensen Meat Processing and Purple Cow halftime show. Let's go through the scoring for both teams. First for Hamlin, they're led by Addison Neuendorf. She's got 13 points here at the break. And then it's been a lot of balanced scoring from there on out. Izzy Stephenson's got 5. Sarita Stevenson with 4. Paige Stormo, she knocked down a triple. She's got 3. And then Paxton Neuendorf with 2. As for Castlewood, they have been balanced across, even though there hasn't been a ton of scoring on that side, as Ava Rummel and Bryn Schooley each have 4 points for Castlewood. Cassidy Kerwin, she's got 3, and then Claire Horn with 2 points for the Warriors. 27-13 is your score. Just kind of my thoughts of that first half is Hamlin's defense looks primed for another state tournament run. As that defense, they just get after you. Addison Neuendorf will get after you. They really all 5 of them on the court. Doesn't matter who it is, whether it's your bench players with Paige Stormo and Ava Tashner getting in there, or your starting 5. Everybody who's on the court for Hamlin is going to get after you defensively, and that's exactly how they do it. They create turnovers. They just don't allow you to score, which, I mean, they only gave up 21 points. They gave up 21 points is all to Groton earlier on this year, and I can definitely see why, because if you don't handle the ball well and you throw some wild passes, Hamlin's going to be there almost every single time to either intercept a pass or on the catch. They're going to get their hands on those passes one way or another. It doesn't matter. So the Hamlin defense has been very impressive here tonight, and I expect that to continue as the season progresses. The three-point shooting hasn't quite been there for Hamlin. They've settled for some deep threes, but they haven't fallen the way that they typically do. It's a good three-point shooting team, but tonight they have shot less than their normal percentage, as they've only made 4 in that first half. I suppose they shot about 15 in that first half. So they didn't shoot the ball from deep very well, but they made up for it on the defensive end. As for Castlewood, they did not do a very good job of taking care of the basketball. That's why they only got 13 points here at the break. You see it, they wanted early on to get Ava Rummel the basketball. They said, hey, you have a size advantage. We're going to see what you can do with it. And early on, she did okay, getting 4 points early on in that first quarter, but was shut out from that point on as Hamlin made an adjustment. They started to double her. her, and then that created some turnovers. So it's going to be on the Castlewood guards this second half to take care of the basketball and make winning plays for this Castlewood team in the second half. All right, let's get you some scores from around the state. A number of games going on here this evening. Earlier today, Groton area beat Vermilion in Groton 41-34. And then going on right now, Dual and Britton Hecla. That game just getting the second half underway. Dual is on top 21-16. That's other girls basketball action. As for the boys side of things, a bit later on tonight, just getting underway here in roughly 10 minutes or so. Florence Henry going to be taking on Tri-State North Dakota. And then just starting the fourth quarter, a good one in Groton as Vermilion leads number 6 Groton 50-47. Just getting that fourth quarter underway on the boys' side of things. A number of different boys' games underway as well as Webster area and Aberdeen Roncalli will face off, as will Hamlin and Castlewood, and then Dual and Britton Hecla. We'll obviously have that Hamlin-Castlewood boys game here for you on the second game of our doubleheader tonight. All right, you are listening to the Jorgensen Meat Processing and Purple Cow halftime show. Yeah, get your notes in front of you, Micah. Know what you're talking about, right? The Jorgensen Meat Processing and Purple Cow halftime show. Thank you for tuning in. When we come back, it'll be your second half from Castlewood here on Power 106.3.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Big plays, big smiles, and a big night for local hoops with tonight's boys and girls doubleheader. When it comes to keeping your smile in championship shape, Embrace Dentistry has your back. Proud supporters of our local athletes, Embrace Dentistry provides gentle, modern care for kids, parents, and the whole community, so every visit feels like a win. Schedule your next checkup today and keep your smile game strong all season. Embrace Dentistry, where your smile is our priority.
Take a drive to Cornwell Drug and Gifts in Webster, where you can shop in a quiet atmosphere. Find some amazing novelty items like greeting cards, jewelry, shoes, bags, clothing for babies and adults. Also, Melissa and Doug learning mats, activity books, and toys. Cornwell Drug and Gifts offers a great selection of home decor, soup mixes, sauces, jams, drink mixes, and chocolates. Find it all at Cornwell Drug and Gifts, 701 Main Street in Webster. Good luck, area athletes. From Cornwell Drug.
Back here on Power 106.3. Just going to get the second half underway here from Castlewood as Hamlin leads 27-13. Start the second half for Hamlin. It'll be the same 5 with Addison Neuendorf, Sarita Stevenson, Paxton Neuendorf, Izzy Stephenson, and Adeline Jensen. Same 5 as well for the Castlewood Warriors. It'll be Claire Horn, Kayla Goins, Sophia Kuderna, Cassidy Kerwin, and Ava Rummel. And we are ready for action here in this third quarter. Third quarter is brought to you by Westside Implement, as here's a drive in by Cassidy Kerwin, and she got into the middle of the lane, did a little jump stop. What looked like she wanted to shoot, but a defender flashed in front of her, and she's going to get called for the traveling violation. So back to that 2-3 zone for Castlewood. And here's Paxton Neuendorf. She'll dish it over the right side with Stephenson. Then to Addison. Back out to Paxton. Addison, right wing. She's going to dribble over. Get it over to Stevenson. Now to Stephenson in the left corner. Skip pass over to Stevenson. She's going to drive. Float one up at the free throw line. No good, but we are going to have a foul called. They're going to say before the shot. So that's going to go against Castlewood. That'll go against Sophia Kuderna, her second, team 1 here in this third quarter. Fresh 35 as the inbound goes to Jensen, and Jensen Shot fake goes up with the left hand as she gets fouled, so Adeline Jensen is going to get to shoot a pair of free throws. That foul is going to be against Kayla Goins, her first, team 2. Adeline's first free throw is up and good. I want to take this time to thank a few sponsors. I want to thank Automatic Transmission and Gear, Country Road Barn, Evolution Power Sports, and Riddles Glass for being sponsors of this evening's basketball game. Adeline Jensen goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line. She's got her first points of the night, and it's 29-13 Hamlin. 7:17 left to play here in this third quarter. Here's a drive in by Goins. She's going to float it up with the right hand, and she gets the shooter's roll. And it's 29-15. Paxton Neuendorf, top of the key. She'll dish over to Stevenson on the right wing. Stevenson going to dribble towards the middle. Oh, nice dish back out to Paxton by Addison. Paxton's going to drive. Her pass deflected and stolen away by Ava Rummel. Ava Rummel using all of that 6'2 frame to get that one, and she gets the steal. Here's Kayla Goins. She's going to drive with the right hand, get to the baseline, and get cut off. Pass back out to Rummel. Rummel swings it around to Kuderna. She's going to drive towards the right hand, get it up and off the glass. Gets it to go. It's 29-17. Nice finish there by Sophia Kuderna. Stevenson, left wing for Hamlin. Being patient, gets it to Paxton at the free throw line. Paxton back out to Stevenson, then to Stephenson in the corner. Stephenson, pass fake, drives with the right hand, kicks over to Neuendorf. That's Paxton. Now into a cutting Stevenson. She floats it up with the right hand, no good, and Rummel's going to come down with a rebound. All right, now good looks just not falling for Hamlin here tonight, but they still host a 12-point lead. But a 4-0 run here to start this second half for Castlewood. Here's Kuderna, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound controlled by Hamlin. Here's a pass quickly up ahead to Stephenson. Shot up with the left hand, no good. And Ava Rummel comes down with a rebound. It'll be Claire Horn to set things up, top of the key. Working against man-to-man defense, and a miscommunication as Horn went to pass, Cassidy Kerwin went to cut, and the pass goes out of bounds back to Hamlin. Paige Stormo checks into the game. Izzy Stephenson will take a seat. 5:24 left to play here in this third quarter. Stormo, top of the key, dishes it over to Paxton. Paxton back to Stormo, left wing. Now over to Addison. Addison at the top of the key. She'll dribble towards the left side. Now hand it off with Stormo. Stormo over to Paxton, and now Paxton. Her pass is going to be deflected and stolen away. Coming back the other way, it's Sophia Kuderna. She gets in the lane, and we're going to have a foul on the shot. Sophia Kuderna's going to get to the free throw line. That foul's going to go against Sarita Stevenson. That's going to be her first, team 1 here in this third quarter. Sophia Kuderna's first free throw is up, no good. So she's had a rough night at the free throw line, 0 of 3. I want to thank Dave Haler Automotive, Body and Balance, Chiropractic and Wellness, Active Heating, and Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic for being sponsors of this evening's basketball game. Second free throw is up, and it is good. So Sophia Kuderna goes 1 of 2, gets the lead down to 11 at 29-18 on the Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic scoreboard. Here's Paige Stormo. She'll dribble towards the right side, now hand it off to Jensen. Jensen back to Stormo on the left wing. Here's Neuendorf in the corner. She'll dribble off a screen from Jensen. Now get it over to Paxton. Paxton driving. She's going to get cut off. Gets it over to Addison. Addison going to get to the free throw line. Pull-up jumper. Got it. Nice finish there by Addison Neuendorf, and a timeout's going to be called by Hamlin. This is an Active Heating timeout. 31-18 your score, 4.5 to play here, third quarter. We'll be back with more high school basketball here on Power 106.3.
Crawford Ostis Funeral Chapel and Cremation Services proudly supports our student athletes, coaches, and fans who bring heart, hustle, and hometown pride to every game. From tip-off to the final buzzer, teamwork, dedication, and community spirit shine bright across the court. Crawford Ostis Funeral Chapel is honored to stand behind the families and neighbors who make high school basketball unforgettable. Here's to safe travels, loud cheers, and memories that last a lifetime. Good luck, Hamlin Chargers, all season long and beyond.
Back here inside the automatic transmission and gear broadcast booth. 4.5 to play here in this third quarter. 31-18 is your score. Hamlin still out in front. It'll be Cassidy Kerwin to set things up for Castlewood as she dribbles towards the right side, gets into the lane, floats it over the right hand, can't get it to fall. And Paige Stormo comes down with the rebound. She's done a nice job on the glass here tonight. Stormo at just 5'5", one of the best rebounders on the court. Here's Stormo, top of the key. Gets it over to Addison Neuendorf on the wing. She'll shot fake drive, kick it out to Paxton. 3-point shot up, and she gets the friendly roll. Paxton Neuendorf tickles the twine for 3 times the shine. It's 34-18. 3:50 left to play here, third quarter. Here's a nice give and go. Floater is up by Sophia Kuderna. No good. Ava Rummel comes down with the rebound, but she's going to get called for the travel. So it'll go back to Hamlin with 3:43 left to play here in the third. Lily Jacobson checks into the ballgame for the first time tonight for Castlewood. Ava Rummel will take a seat. Also, Bryn Schooley into the game. Here's Addison Neuendorf on the left wing. Gets it up top to Stormo. Stormo working against this 2-3 zone. Gets it back to Addison. Addison feeds Jensen inside on the block. Jensen working a move. Goes up with the left hand, and she gets fouled. Nice job there by Adeline Jensen. Making a move and making something happen. That foul's going to go against Kayla Goins. That's going to be her second team 3. It'll be 2 free throws for Adeline Jensen. First free throw up and good. I want to thank Mainstream Realty, Brian's Glass, Jorgensen's Meat Processing, and the Purple Cow, as well as Westside Implement for being sponsors of this evening's basketball games. Second free throw from Jensen is up and good, so she goes 2 of 2. And it's 36-18. 3:19 left to play here in this third quarter. Here's Kerwin. She's going to drive, get to the free throw line. Her pass going to be tipped into the hand of Claire Horn, but Horn was on a knee and she came up, so that is going to be a traveling violation on a Claire Horn. So maybe just a lax in concentration there. It'll be Hamlin basketball with 3 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Paige Stormo, top of the key near the midcourt circle. Now dishes back over to Neuendorf. 3-point shot from Paxton's no good. Rebound controlled by Castlewood. Coming back the other way, that's Sydney Kuderna. And we're going to have an off-the-ball foul as Claire Horn knocks down the triple after the whistle. That's going to go against Adeline Jensen. That'll be her second. Team 2 here in the third. Inbound's going to go to Sydney Kuderna on the right wing. She'll feed it inside with Jacobson. She works a move, and it's blocked away by Jensen. Stephenson picks up the rebound, and she's working quickly back the other way. Gets it to Neuendorf. On the wing, nice backside pass to Jensen, and she finishes it for 2. Beautiful pass there by Addison Neuendorf. And it's 38-18, 20-point lead, largest lead of the night for Hamlin. Here's Claire Horn. She comes off a screen, gets to the free throw line, and she responds with a bucket. Nice job there by Claire Horn as she's up to 4 points. Here's Paige Stormo, feeds Jensen inside on the block. Jensen back out to Stormo. 3-point shot on the way. It's good! She couldn't have shot it any better than that. It's 41-20 And a timeout's going to be called by Castlewood. This is an active heating timeout. Hamlin leads 41-20. 1:53 left to play here in the third. You're listening to South Dakota High School basketball on Power 106.3.
Custom Fabricators Incorporated in Watertown promises to continue to keep their tradition of quality parts and great customer service, which you've come to depend on for over 30 years. They are continuing expanding to better serve their customers. Custom Fabricators is actively involved in community events, promoting and supporting Watertown and the surrounding areas. Custom Fabricators Incorporated of Watertown, the leader for all of your fabrication solutions.
World-class service with hometown friendliness. That's what you can expect from the staff of Dave Haler Automotive. And when you come through our doors, we're going to treat you like family. Whether you're looking for a new vehicle from Chevrolet or one of our many nice pre-owned vehicles on our lot. You can also take a look at our classic car showroom, Highway 12 Classics. We offer a full service department, parts department, and a body shop to keep your vehicle on the road and running smoothly. We're conveniently located East Highway 12 in Webster. Review all of our inventory online at HalerAuto.com.
Back here inside the automatic transmission and gear broadcast booth, Hamlin out to their largest lead of the night as they lead 41-20 with 1:53 left to play here in this third quarter. It'll be Castlewood basketball out of the timeout. Inbound is going to go to Kendra Nielsen. Nielsen will swing it over to the left side with Bryn Schooley. Now hands it off with Sophia Kuderna. And Kuderna's going to get fouled as she tried to turn the corner. That's going to go against Kayla Goins, her third. Izzy Stephenson, her second. Team third. Here's Sophia Kuderna, right side, guarded by Addison Neuendorf. Really nice defense as Kuderna splits the defense, floats it up and in. Nice job there by Sophia Kuderna to create some space and then float it up and in. Jensen posting hard, gets the ball. She'll pass it back out. Here's Addison Neuendorf, swinging around to Stephenson. Three-point shot on the way. Back iron, no. Rebound controlled by Goins. And Goins, as she's falling out of bounds, gets it off to Nielsen. Nielsen up to Schooley and back to Goins across half court. A bit of a chaotic way to get the ball across half court, but here's Stormo as she gets a steal near midcourt. She'll pass off to Neuendorf. Neuendorf feeds it to Stephenson in the mid-post. Back out to Neuendorf. Swings it off to Paxton. Paxton, she'll jab step drive. Pass backside to Izzy Stephenson. Beautiful offense there by Hamlin. And it's 43-22. And now Paxton Neuendorf hustling hard to try and get a steal, but she's just going to boot it out of bounds. So it'll stay with Castlewood, but Hamlin has really turned up the tempo here in this second half, especially on that defensive end. Nielsen, long three-point jumper, no good. Rebound controlled by Stormo. She gets it off to Addison Neuendorf, working the fast break. Hands off with Paxton. Paxton in the corner, Izzy Stephenson. Three-point jumper, rolls around and gets it to go. Her second three-pointer of the night, and it's 46-22 with 20 seconds left to play here in this third. Here's Rummel. Mid-range jumper, it was deflected by Jensen. Rebound controlled by Hamlin. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Izzy Stephenson. Long pass. She'll get into the lane. Hand it off to Neuendorf, and Addison Neuendorf gets it to go. It's 48-22. 2 seconds left. Here's the midcourt heave. No good. So a nice run there at the end of the third, and Hamlin is up 48-22 as we head to the fourth. That fourth quarter is coming up next. You're listening to South Dakota High School basketball here on Power 106.3.
Hey fans, you're surrounded by future leaders, future business owners, and future hometown heroes, both on the field and in the bleachers. That's why Evolution Power Sports and Marine is proud to stand behind our student athletes and the families who cheer them on. Because for us, it's not just about horsepower and machines, it's about building community, supporting tradition, and celebrating the next generation. So let's hear it one more time for the athletes. Visit evolutionpowersports.com, and whatever you do,
In the mood for some great barbecue? Country Road Barn will satisfy your craving. They offer mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, pulled pork, and the juiciest chicken around. All seasoned perfectly. Sauce is a choice, not a necessity. Open Wednesday through Friday to the public from 4 to close with a kitchen serving from 5 to 9. Saturdays are reserved for events. Country Road Barn, located 7 miles north of Watertown. Everything's always better in the country. Country Road Barn wishes all area athletes the best of luck this season.
Start of the fourth quarter here on Power 106.3. Hamlin out in front, 48-22 over Castlewood. This fourth quarter is brought to you by Custom Fabricators. Thank you to Custom Fabricators for being our fourth quarter sponsor here this evening. Hamlin basketball out of the quarter break. Here's Addison Duendorf on the left side. She'll swing it over to Izzy Stephenson. She'll turn the corner with the left hand, try to pass out. It's going to be deflected out of bounds by Ava Rummel. So it'll stay with Hamlin. 21 seconds left on the shot clock. Underneath out of bounds, left side of the hoop. Neuendorf to inbound, gets it to Stephenson. She's open for three, got it! And Izzy Stephenson has really found her stroke from deep as she knocks down her second triple of the half, and it's 51-22. There's a nice give and go, shot up with the right hand, it's good. Sophia Kuderna gets it to go. She's up to 7 points for the Warriors. Now it's Izzy Stephenson. Right side gets it up top to Ava Tashner. Tashner swings it off to Paxton, now to Addison. Addison, crossover, gets into the lane, passes back out to Izzy, then over to Stevenson. Her three-point shot is no good, and Tashner fighting for the rebound is going to knock it out of bounds, but great hustle there by Ava Tashner, the 5'5" sophomore guard. It will be Castlewood basketball. That third quarter was a 21-point quarter for Hamlin. They really turned up the heat there in that third quarter and have really extended their lead here as they lead 51-24. Right side here is a drive by Cassidy Kerwin, and she's going to get fouled on the shot. So she'll get a couple of free throws going her way. That foul is going to go against Izzy Stephenson, her third. Team one here in this fourth quarter. First free throw is up and good by Cassidy Kerwin. Second free throw is up good as well, so she goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line. (51-26) your score. Here's a nice give and go. Stephenson feeds it off to Neuendorf. Neuendorf inside to Stevenson. And we're going to have a jump ball, so it'll go back to Castlewood. Right now, Hamlin's just getting a lot of movement in their offense. They're passing the ball very well. And that's something that they weren't necessarily doing in that first half. It was a lot of one-pass threes in that first half. This second half, a real emphasis to get the ball inside against the zone. Here's Kerwin, three-point jumper, no good. Nice rebound there by Stormo as she gets fouled on the rebound. And Paige Stormo really went up and got that one. That foul goes against Claire Horn, her first, team one. Here's Tashner. She'll dish over to Stephenson. Stephenson up to Stormo. She'll rip through at the top of the key now. Get it over to Ava Tashner on the wing. Tashner feeds Stephenson inside. She'll dribble it back out. Didn't like what she saw. Now it's Addison Neuendorf. Back to Tashner. Tashner dribbles towards the left side. Gets into the free throw line. Back out to Stevenson. Stevenson into the paint. She'll kick out to Stephenson. Stephenson driving baseline. Floats it up with the right hand. She gets it to go off the window. Nice finish there by Izzy Stephenson. She's put up a nice second half here. And she's up to 15 points, 10 of which have come here in the second half. Here's a nice pass into Kerwin, and Kerwin going up. She gets fouled, so she's going to get another trip to the charity stripe. That is going to go against Sarita Stevenson, her second, team two. With 5:35 left to play here in the fourth. It'll be Cassidy Kerwin at the line to shoot 2. First free throw up, no good. Score remains 53-26 on the Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic scoreboard. Second free throw is up and good, so Kerwin gets 1 to go. It's 53-27. Quickly back the other way, Tashner, a long 2-point jumper, gets it to go. Oh, call that. You can almost call that a transition bucket. It's 55-27. Here's Schooley, left wing, gets it to Kerwin. Kerwin back to Schooley in the post. Well, ball is going to be deflected, stolen away by Tashner. And then it goes out of bounds. They're going to say off the hands of Tashner. It'll stay with Castlewood, but Ava Tashner showing that defensive prowess here in this second half. Sydney Kuderna comes back in the ballgame. Claire Horn will take a seat. Now the officials having a discussion about the shot clock, and they're going to reset it back to 35. They say that it was a change of possession for a brief moment. It'll be Sydney Kuderna, guarded closely by Paige Stormo. Nice defense there by Stormo, just keeping her in front. Now Kuderna picks up her dribble, and we're going to have a timeout called. It was dangerously close. Sydney Kuderna was about to get an offensive foul call on her, but instead it's a timeout by Castlewood. This is an active heating timeout. 55-27 your score, 4:57 left to play here in this fourth quarter. You're listening to South Dakota High School basketball on Power 106.3.
Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic is proud to cheer on all of our area high school athletes. We know the dedication, teamwork, and heart it takes to compete. Just like caring for our four-legged friends, it's all about commitment and compassion. Win or lose, show respect for your teammates, opponents, coaches, and fans. Play hard, play fair, and make your community proud. From the first whistle to the final buzzer, Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic is rooting for you all season long.
Back here on Power 106.3, out of the timeout, it'll be Warrior basketball. Inbound it goes to Sophia Kuderna. She'll feed it to Rummel in the post, working a move. Rummel spins around. Her shot looked like it was deflected by Jensen. She's got a number of shots blocked tonight. So here's Rummel in the paint once again. She's going to work a move on the left side. Go up, and she gets it to go, and the foul. That foul's going to go against Izzy Stephenson, her fourth. Give Ava Rummel the bucket and the harm. She'll get to shoot 1. Free throw is up. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound controlled by Jensen. Right side, here's Ava Tashner. Tashner feeds to Stephenson. Back out to Neuendorf. 3-point shot. Off the iron, no good. Rebound controlled by Sophia Kuderna, who wants to work quickly back the other way. She gets into the right side. Shot up with the right hand, no good. Rebound controlled by Neuendorf. 4:12 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here's Izzy Stephenson on the left side. Feeds it to Paxton. Paxton to Jensen. Back out to Paxton on the wing. Skip pass over to the right wing with Addison Neuendorf. 3-point shot on the way. Left it just a bit shy, but Paxton comes in and gets the offensive rebound. She'll get it to Addison, and Addison's going to drive, float it up with the right hand, and get it to go. She's up to 18 points on the night, is Addison Neuendorf, and it's 57-29, 3:45 left to play here, fourth quarter. There's a pass trying to get it to Bryn Schooley, and it's just going to be a little loose and hit the end line, so it'll be a turnover back to Hamlin. Jade Thuy, she's into the game for the first time for Hamlin. Adeline Jensen is going to take a seat. Her night likely done. Left side, here's Paxton. Now just doing a dribble weave as here's Addison. She'll turn the corner. Now hand off with Stephenson. Stephenson to Paxton on the right side. She'll jab step, drive baseline. Pass back out to Addison. Then over to Izzy. Nice extra pass. Izzy's three-point shot, no good. Paxton punched it out, trying to get the offensive rebound. But it's going to... She punched it to the open court instead of to one of her teammates. It's going to go out of bounds back to Castlewood with 3:12 left to play here in the fourth. And good hustle there by Paxton, just unlucky bounce. Here's Sydney Coudern on the left wing. She picked up her dribble. Now she's trying to find somewhere to go. Gets it off to Bryn Schooley. Schooley they hand it off with Cassidy Kerwin. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Kerwin going to drive in. She's going to be fouled again. That's going to go against Paxton Neuendorf. And with how hard Paxton plays on defense, that's just her first personal foul. She has done a nice job tonight of playing hard defense but not fouling, which is sometimes hard to do. Here's Kuderna. She'll drive right side. Sydney spins around, now passes back out to Schooley. Schooley to Kerwin, and she drives, floats it up. No good, but Cassidy Kerwin's going to get to the free throw line. Foul's going to go against Paxton Neuendorf, first, second, team 5. So Castlewood will be shooting free throws from here on out. First free throw from Kerwin is up and good. Makes the score 57-30. Second free throw, no good. Rebound is controlled by Rummel. She goes back up and she gets the second chance points to go. A nice job there by Ava Rummel, and it's 57-32. Here's Thuy. He'll drive back. Get it over to Stephenson. Now to Tashner. And Tashner on the pass looks like she got fouled. And she did. That'll be against Bryn Schooley, her third. Team 2. And we'll have a line change for Castlewood. As Morgan Wilson, Lily Jacobson, Kendra Nielsen, Lucy Jacobson, and Kayla Goins all into the game. Here's a three-point attempt by Izzy Stephenson. It's in and out, no good. Rebound controlled by Castlewood. Here's Lucy Jacobson. She'll hand it off with Nielsen. Nielsen passes over to Goins. Goins gets a screen from Jacobson. Now a nice pick and roll as Jacobson goes up and she gets fouled. So a nice job there by Goins to get the ball over to Jacobson, roll into the cup, and she's going to get rewarded with 2 free throws. That foul's going to go against Izzy Stephenson. That'll be her 5th. So her night is done. Paige Stormo into the game, as is Samantha Schlenker. For Hamlin, Addison Neuendorf will check out, and her night is done. First free throw from Jacobson is up, no good. Second free throw, back iron, no. Rebound controlled by Hamlin. Paxton will set things up for Hamlin. She'll dish over to Ava Tashner, then to Stormo. Stormo up top to Schlenker. Now to Paxton Neuendorf. She'll drive baseline. Kick into the corner with Tashner. 3-point shot off the side of the backboard. No good. Tashner just caught it a little deep in that corner and was just off the mark. 57-32, still your score. 1:20 left to play here in the fourth quarter. This just game 1 of our doubleheader, so stick around. We've got the boys coming up after this one. So we're going to have a jump ball on the floor between Jacobson and Tashner. Possession arrow pointing towards Hamlin, so it'll be Hamlin basketball. side. Here's Paige Stormo. They'll swing it over to the right side with Thuy. 3-point shot of the way, no good. Rebound controlled by Castlewood. 52 seconds to play here in this fourth quarter. Here's Nielsen on the corner. Takes one dribble, then passes off to Goins. Goins dribbling around the arc. Gets it back to Lucy Jacobson. Jacobson's pass is going to be stolen away. Paxton Neuendorf on the other end. Shane's going to finish. Nice job there by Paxton. Shot clock is turned off. 25 seconds left to play here in the ball game. 59-32 your score. Here's the backdoor pass, trying to get it off to Nielsen, and they're going to say it actually goes off the hand of Stormo, so it'll stay with Castlewood with 20 seconds left. Inbound is going to go to Lily Jacobson. Well, pass around the arc to Nielsen. 3-point shot of the way, no good. Rebound controlled by Hamlin. And Paxton will just dribble it up, and that will be the ball game. 59-32 is your final score. Hamlin, they move to 5-0 on the season. Castlewood, they're going to fall to 2-3. Stick around. We've got the Game Break Show coming up next. We'll recap this one, get you ready to go for game number 2 of our doubleheader. That'll be the boys' game. That's coming up next here on Power 106.3.
My mom saved heroes thousands.
Our mom, Jody Fiedler, has given thousands of dollars to local heroes using the Homes for Heroes program.
If you're in the military, a veteran, teacher, police officer, firefighter, or in the medical profession, you will save money when buying or selling your home.
Call Jody Fiedler at Main Street Melody 881-5585.
Call my mommy today.
Jody, Fiedler, Watertown's, Realtor.
From Friday night lights to packed gyms and roaring crowds, high school sports brings our community together in the best way. At Riddle's Glass in Watertown, they're proud to support all our area schools, athletes, and coaches. Your hard work, dedication, and teamwork inspire us every day. Whether you're chasing championships or simply playing for the love of the game, we're cheering you on. Here's to a season filled with sportsmanship, effort, and hometown pride. Riddle's Glass in Watertown, a proud supporter of our area athletes.
Anytime is a good time for breakfast at Page's Place. Breakfast served all day. Enjoy a full menu, evening specials, Page's homemade breads, desserts, sauces, dips, and soups. Treat the whole family with dine-in, carry-out, curbside, and DoorDash options. You'll receive the best service in town at Page's Place. Page and his staff proudly support youth sports and wish all area athletes a successful season. Visit Page's Place Cafe and Grill across from McKinley Park in Watertown or follow on Facebook.
If you're looking for the best steaks or brats for your grill, the best bacon you can imagine for breakfast, the best snack sticks or jerky, and the best custom beef, pork, or wild game processing, then you need to check out Jorgensen Meats. Once you've tried their fine products, you'll know why their business has been in operation and expanding since 1989. Jorgensen Meat Processing and the Purple Cow in Waubay wishes all high school athletes best of luck in tonight's game.
Sharp Automotive in Watertown is proud to cheer on all our local high school athletes this season. From the opening whistle to the final buzzer, they admire your dedication, teamwork, and drive for success. Just like on the court or field, Sharp Automotive delivers reliability and performance with their wide selection of new and used vehicles. Stop by today to let their friendly team help you find the perfect ride. Good luck, athletes. Keep pushing, keep shining, keep winning.
Sioux Valley Co-op is proud to support all area athletes. Whether you're heading to the game or celebrating a win, fuel up with gas, hot stuff pizza, snacks, and more. Earn points that never expire for gas and car washes. Plus, enjoy extra savings with our Pizza Club and Premium Perks card rewards. Sioux Valley Co-op is committed to our community and its athletes. Best of luck in your games. Sioux Valley Co-op is cheering you on every step of the way.
Thank here on Power 106.3. One game down, one game to go as the Hamlin Chargers beat the Castlewood Warriors in the first game of our doubleheader in the girls matchup, 59-32. Hamlin moves to 5-0 on the year. Castlewood falls to 2-3. Let's go through the scoring for both teams. First, for Hamlin, they were led by Addison Neuendorf. She had 19 points to lead all scores. Izzy Stephenson, she had 15, 10 of which came in that second half, a big second half for Izzy Stephenson. And then Paxton Neuendorf, she had 7 points. Paige Stormo and Adeline Jensen each with 6. And Sarita Stevenson with 4 points for Hamlin. For Castlewood, no players in double figures as it was more of a balanced attack tonight. As Ava Rummel, she led the way with 8 points. Cassidy Kerwin with 7. Sophia Kuderna, she had 7 points as well. And Claire Horn and Bryn Schooley each with 4. And Kayla Goins with 2 points for Castlewood. Hamlin, it was their defense tonight. Only allowed 32 points, which, hey, that'll get the job done. That'll get the job done. What they see on the lack of three-point shooting tonight, they made up for on the defensive end tonight, which is what you want to see, is that hard defense. And that's really what Hamlin has been what we've come accustomed to seeing from Hamlin, from these girls throughout the years, is they're just a team that's going to get after you on the defensive end. And they did exactly that tonight, and that turned into easy transition points at times. And then in that third quarter, it was really that big third quarter where they scored 21 points, where they really just separated themselves and proved why they're one of the best teams in the state. Hamlin, like I said earlier, they moved to 5-0 on the year. Their next game will be on Thursday against Teospazina. So they've got almost a week to prepare for the WAMD on that one. And then as for Castlewood, their next game, they got a quick turnaround as they play Flandreau, another tough opponent, next Tuesday night in Flandreau. So Castlewoods, they gotta rebound right away and get ready to go for the Flyers. Other scores from around the state in the girls' side of things. We mentioned this earlier, but Groton area beat Vermilion in an upset, 41-34, and then Dual ended up edging Britton Hecla, 38-33, just a few moments ago. Not many games going on tonight here in the area. Those just the 3 going on in the northeastern part of the state. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you ready to go for this marquee matchup between Hamlin and Castlewood. The boys are on the court warming things up. We'll preview that one coming up next here on Power 106.3.
Here's where the good ideas come from. Street Graphics, Main Street, Millbank, working with local schools to provide ideas and solutions for fundraising. They can customize a design just for you. T-shirts, trophies, banners, buttons, contract printing, they do it all. They work in quantities from 1 to 5,000. Printing and promotions, they print on anything but paper. See them at streetgraphics.com. That's graphics with an EX. Main Street, Millbank, South Dakota, streetgraphics.com.
At Automatic Transmission and Gear, they keep your vehicle's playbook running smoothly. Just like a star quarterback who knows how to shift gears under pressure, their expert team ensures your transmission and driveline perform at peak efficiency. Whether it's a quick fix or a full rebuild, they'll have you back on the road, executing every drive flawlessly with precision and power behind every move. They're your go-to team for keeping your vehicle in the game. Drive strong with Automatic Transmission and Gear.
Winter is the perfect time of year to tackle those home projects you've been dreaming about. With the professional plumbing team at Active Heating, updating your bathroom and kitchen is easy, whether it's new toilets, sinks, or faucets. We also install water softeners, water heaters, and reverse osmosis systems to keep your home running smoothly. For all your plumbing projects, trust the experts at Active Heating. Visit ActiveHeatingInc.com to get started. Active Heating, serving Watertown and Brookings.
Tired of keeping an eye on your propane tank? Take ordering off your to-do list with scheduled propane delivery from AgTegra. We'll monitor your tank levels and automatically schedule a refill delivery when you need it. No stress, just a confident supply of propane. Even better, sign up for Level Pay and enjoy equal average monthly payments to help you budget with ease. Plus, scheduled delivery and Level Pay customers save 20 cents a gallon compared to will call. Confident comfort starts with AgTegra Cooperative. Call AgTegra today at 605-225-6383 to get started.
Back here on Power 106.3, it's the Game Break Show. Let's preview the second game of our doubleheader between Hamlin and Castlewood. It is the boys. First, let's talk about the Hamlin Chargers. They come in ranked number 10 in Class A. They're 2-1 on the season. Last time out, they beat Del Rapids St. Mary's 65-31 in the Entringer Scholarship Classic down in Brookings on Wednesday. And Hamlin, this is a team that's kind of had to retool over the last couple of seasons. Of course, we know 2 seasons ago, state champions, last season, state runner-ups, and they lost 4 out of 5 starters from those teams due to graduation, as most teams do in high school basketball, right? You lose your best players because, well, they simply get too old. And Hamlin's had to retool. They've had to rework how they do some things, but they've come back and they've played well here in this early part of the year. Opened up the season, tough loss to Groton. 55-50 was that final score in the game where they held a lead in the fourth quarter. But they've bounced back nicely, gotten 2 wins after that against quality opponents, beating Flanger by 15, and then, of course, beating Del Rapids St. Mary's by 24. So in the 2 games after that Groton game, they've rebounded nicely, they've played good basketball, and they look to continue that here tonight. And I mentioned they've lost 4 out of 5 starters, and that's always tough to replace. Anytime you replace half the players that play on your team, yeah, that's a tough task. But you got to give head coach Todd Neuendorf a ton of credit because he's done a nice job of getting his new players away to fit the system and, kind of just build a thing around his players that plays to their strengths, and that's what good coaches do, and that's what Todd Neuendorf has done here this season. It also does help when you got a guy like Jackson Wadsworth out there. He's going to be playing up at Northern State next year. He's a fantastic basketball player. And he's been playing, ever since he was a freshman at the varsity level. So he's been terrific for them. He's shot over 50% from three-point land in each of his first 3 years at the varsity level. That's insane, right? I just throw it out there. That's insane, but that's why he's going to go play college hoops. But he's had to step up his game this year. Instead of being a 3-and-D kind of off-the-ball guard sort of player, he's had to take more of the ball handling role and just become the guy for this Hamlin's team. And hey, he was ready for it. He knew this day was going to come eventually, so he's done a nice job. And, of course, when you play quarterback in the fall and then you switch over and now you're the guy in basketball this season, it's a pretty easy transition where you're just used to having the ball in your hands, if you ask me. But that'll be fun to watch him see what he does here against this Castlewood team. Now let's talk about Castlewood. They come into this game ranked number 1 in Class B, defending Class B state champions. They are 4-0 on the year. Last time out, beat a quality opponent in Del Rapids, 64-59 down at the Entringer Scholarship Classic in Brookings on Wednesday. And this is a Warriors team that, going back to last season, has won 17 games in a row. This is a team that's not accustomed to losing. They win basketball games, and they look to tally that total, extend their streak to 18 against Hamlin here tonight. But they've done it 4-0 already to start this season, and they finally get to play in front of the home crowd. I forgot to mention that earlier during the girls' game, but this is the home opener for Castlewood here tonight. So this Castlewood crowd is amped. They're ready to go. It's a sold-out house here in Castlewood tonight, so this is going to be a fun one. I can definitely feel the energy in this one, but we talk about Castlewood starting off 4-0. it's not just 4-0, okay, we've played a few teams that, we beat the crap out of. No, they've played quality opponents, and they are already battle-tested, playing tight games in both Elkton, Lake Benton, where they won 54-48, and then, of course, that Del Rapids game on Wednesday where they won 64-59. So this is a team that, while already, coming in highly ranked, one of the best teams in the state regardless of class, has been tested early on. And they have passed those tests, and they look to be tested again tonight. But for a team that's bringing in a lot of new players, that just bodes confidence as the season goes along. And, of course, as we know, head coach Paul Roche, he is one of the best to ever do it here in the state of South Dakota. So he's going to have his boys ready to go here tonight. All right, about 3.5 to play on the clock till we get underway here in Castlewood with Game 2 of our doubleheader. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, tip-off here on Power 106.3. You're listening to South Dakota High School basketball.
If you're experiencing shoulder pain, knee pain, lower back pain, or extremity injuries, it might be a good idea to consider reaching out to Body and Balance Chiropractic and Wellness and talk with Dr. Allison Dargutz about some services, which include kinesiology taping and cold laser therapy. It's also convenient that Body and Balance Chiropractic and Wellness offers Saturday hours. That can be helpful for people with busy schedules. If you're interested in their services, contact them at 878-BODY. Body and Balance Chiropractic Wellness in Watertown.
Brian's Glass, locally owned and operated with over 100 years of experience, offers a wide range of services for all your commercial and residential glass needs. From doors and windows to windshields and rock chip repairs, they've got you covered. Visit them Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 p.m. or Friday from 8 to 4 p.m. at Business Square, south of Lions Park in Watertown. Call 605-886-5328. Brian's Glass proudly supports local athletes and wishes you the best of luck in tonight's game.
AGI Westfield has been making augers since 1951 and has become a leader in the industry, continuing to create innovative products with the help and feedback of farmers. AGI's Westfield has one goal in mind: to make the best augers available. From the parts to the finished product, countless hours of research and development are put into creating an auger you can rely on. AGI Westfield is focused on making your job easier. Contact Westside Implement in Clark, South Dakota for more information today.
Big plays, big smiles, and a big night for local hoops with tonight's boys and girls doubleheader. When it comes to keeping your smile in championship shape, Embrace Dentistry has your back. Proud supporters of our local athletes, Embrace Dentistry provides gentle, modern care for kids, parents, and the whole community, so every visit feels like a win. Schedule your next checkup today and keep your smile game strong all season. Embrace Dentistry, where your smile is our priority.
Take a drive to Cornwell Drug and Gifts in Webster, where you can shop in a quiet atmosphere, find some amazing novelty items like greeting cards, jewelry, shoes, bags, clothing for babies and adults. Also, Melissa and Doug learning mats, activity books, and toys. Cornwell Drug and Gifts offers a great selection of home decor, soup mixes, sauces, jams, drink mixes, and chocolates. Find it all at Cornwell Drug and Gifts, 701 Main Street in Webster. Good luck, area athletes. From Cornwell Drug.
Back here on Power 106.3, about ready to get Game 2 of our doubleheader underway. Let's get you the starting lineups for this evening's contest. These starting lineups are brought to you by Dave Haler Automotive. First, the starters for the Hamlin Chargers. At forward, a 6'5" junior, number 1, Bowden Stevenson. At a guard, 5'10" senior, number 4, Jaden Olson. At a forward, 6'3" junior, number 10, Jack Stormo. At a forward, 6'3" senior, number 20, Aiden Abraham. And at guard, 6'3" senior, number 23, Jackson Wadsworth. Now for the starting lineup for the Castlewood Warriors. At a forward, 6'5" senior, number 4, Brody Bass. At a guard, 6'2" senior, number 5, Tyson Manley. At a guard, 6'3" junior, number 24, Camden Kessler. At a forward, 6'5" sophomore, number 32, Will Adderhold. At guard, 5'10" sophomore, number 3, Trevor Everson. Those are your starters for this evening's contest. Let's get you to the keys to the game. Brought to you by Riddle's Riddles Glass. Keys to the game for the Hamlin Chargers tonight. Believe it or not, they're a little undersized tonight, so what they're going to have to do is rebound the basketball. Work extra hard on both ends of the floor to gain extra possessions and gain extra possessions for themselves and deny extra possessions for Castlewood. Castlewood's obviously a very good team, very good defensive team. They rebound the ball well, so it's going to be a challenge to get on that offensive glass tonight. But if Hamlin makes it a point to get after the offensive boards, to try and get themselves extra possessions, they could find themselves getting a win here tonight. Now for Castlewood, their key to the game tonight is going to be stop Wadsworth. Make somebody else beat you. Obviously, we know Hamlin's got some athletic players, but none better than Jackson Wadsworth. So if you can stop Wadsworth, make those other 4 guys on the floor beat you, Castlewood, if they can do that, they're going to give themselves a chance to make it 18 wins in a row here tonight. Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by our friends at Riddles Glass. Thank you to Riddles Glass for being our keys to the game sponsors here this evening. We are about ready for tip-off. Should mention again that our officials for tonight's contest are brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. They are impartial. They are assigned by the South Dakota High School Activities Association, and they're going to do a great job here this evening. They're just going through introductions of players right now, which means we are almost ready for tip-off. I tell you what, this is going to be an exciting matchup. It's not every day where you get 2 of the best teams in the state to battle against each other. This is definitely the marquee matchup in the state tonight. So thank you for joining us. I should mention that if you are watching on the live stream tonight on YouTube, to hit that subscribe button. It's free of charge, and all it means is that our stuff, Power 106.3's YouTube content, comes up first when you open up the app. So if you are watching on the YouTube and that's how you would like to watch us in the future, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. All right, we are ready for tip-off here in Castlewood. It'll be Bowden Stevenson for Hamlin. It'll be Will Adderhold for Castlewood. 8 minutes are on the clock. The whistle is blown, and we are ready. And right off the jump, we're going to have a tie-up. So what that means is, since we have not declared a possession yet, the 2 guys who tied up get to jump the basketball. So it's going to be Aiden Abraham and Trevor Everson, and Abraham wins it. Hamlin gets first possession, and we are underway here in Castlewood. Boy, that's a fun way to start off the ball game. Left side, here's Bowden Stevenson. He's going to swing it around to the right side. Here's Jaden Olson, gets it back to Wadsworth on the left wing, working against this stingy man-to-man defense. Here's Bowden Stevenson driving into the lane. Shot up with the left hand, no good. Rebound controlled by Castlewood. It's Trevor Everson. He hands it off with Camden Kessler, who's really taken over the reins this season. Kessler into the lane, kicks out to Bass, 3-point shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Wadsworth. He wants to move quickly. Gets it off to Bowden Stevenson. Back to Wadsworth now. Wadsworth going to drive in, kick out to Bowden. Bowden going to drive, get 2 feet into the lane, and pass it back out to Abraham. Back to Stevenson. Now into the corner with Stormo. To Wadsworth on the wing. Wadsworth being patient. Gets it to a cutting Stevenson. Shot up with the right hand. He can't quite finish. Loose ball. It's tipped around, and Will Adderhold says, "Give me that." It's his. And no harm, no foul. 1 minute into this game. We're still tied at 0. Here's a drive up to the right side. It's good. Trevor Everson knocks it down, and Castlewood strikes first. It's 2-0 Warriors. Jack Stormo, left side. He's going to drive, get cut off by Adderhold, kicks it back out to Stevenson. Now it's Wadsworth, top of the key, drives into the left side, floats it up, shot up, no good. Looked like it was deflected. Loose ball on the floor, and we're going to have a tie-up. Head coach Todd Neuendorf thought that Wadsworth got fouled. There was quite a bit of contact, but it looked like the defender did a nice job of going straight up. That's that verticality rule that was implemented here in recent years. So nice job by the officials who did a nice job in that first game tonight. They got their work cut out with these two teams here on this one as Brody Bass just dribbles it off of his foot. It goes into the backcourt. He picks it up near the block on the other side of the court. So it is going to be a turnover back to Hamlin. So maybe a little bit of karma on that one. See that every now and then. Here's Bowden Stevenson on the left wing. His team trailing by 2. Stevenson drives baseline, kicks it back out to Jaden Olsen. Olsen to Wadsworth. He's going to drive in and pass it back out to Stevenson. Stevenson, one dribble, passes out to Stormo on the right wing. Back up top to Stevenson. 3-point shot. It's good! Bowden Stevenson knocks it down from downtown. And Hamlin has their first lead of the night at 3-2 on the Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic scoreboard. Kessler, he's going to shoot a deep 3. No good. Battle for the board. It's won by Jaden Olsen. So a nice job there by Jaden Olsen. And now it's going to be Wadsworth on an odd man rush. Kicks it off to Stormo. 3-point shot from the corner. No good. And Bass comes down with that rebound. That'll be Tyson Manley. Gets to the free throw line, then dribbles it back out. Kicks it over to the left side now with Everson. Now to Kessler. Kessler feeds it inside to Adderhold. Back out to Manley. 3-point shot, top of the key, no good. Rebound controlled by Stormo. There comes Jaden Olsen quickly the other way. Here's Wadsworth. Pulls up for 3. No good. Rebound controlled by Manley. A good look there by Wadsworth. Just unable to knock it down. That was Wadsworth, really technically his second shot attempt of the night, I suppose. As Kessler, high ball screen with Adderhold, tries to feed it inside. It's going to be off the hand of Adderhold, but Manley saves it from going out of bounds. Castlewood retains possession. Here's Bass on the left block. Passes back out to Everson. Everson loses the ball. We're going to have a tie-up on the floor. And that's going to be Hamlin basketball. So the defenses have really shown out here in these first 3.5 minutes. The score is 3-2 Hamlin. 4.5 to play here in this first quarter. Should mention that the first quarter is brought to you by our friends at Mainstream Realty. Thank you to Mainstream Realty for being our first quarter sponsors here this evening. Here's Stevenson up top to Stormo. Stormo swings it over to Olsen on the left wing. Olsen up top to Wadsworth, who comes off a staggered screen. Swings it over to Abraham on the right wing. 3-point shot, no good. Wadsworth comes in, gets a rebound, and puts it back up and in. And now we're going to have an official stoppage as we're going to have a delay game warning against Jackson Wadsworth. Didn't see what he did after the shot, but the official didn't like it. It's just a warning, but if Wadsworth gets called for a second delay game, it will be a technical foul. And Neuendorf doing his thing. He's like, why? What are we doing? Kessler comes off the screen, tries to get it back to Adderhold. It's going to be tipped, stolen away. Here's Stevenson, back the other way. Hands it off with Olsen. Back to Stevenson on the left wing. He's going to hand it off with Wadsworth. Wadsworth, shot fake, dribbles, kicks it back to Stevenson. 3-point shot from the corner. It's good! Bowden Stevenson, his second triple, and a timeout is called by Castlewood. Chargers lead 8-2, 3:33 left to play here first quarter. This is an active heating timeout. You're listening to South Dakota High School basketball on Power 106.3.
Crawford Ostis Funeral Chapel and Cremation Services proudly supports our student athletes, coaches, and fans who bring heart, hustle, and hometown pride to every game. From tip-off to the final buzzer, teamwork, dedication, and community spirit shine bright across the court. Crawford Ostis Funeral Chapel is honored to stand behind the families and neighbors who make high school basketball unforgettable. Here's to safe travels, loud cheers, and memories that last a lifetime. Good luck, Hamlin Chargers, all season long and beyond.
Back here on Power 106.3 out of the active heating timeout. It'll be Castlewood basketball. Just 2 points here midway through this first quarter. And now we're going to have a steal as Kessler loses it. Wadsworth on the rush. Passes out to Stevenson. Now skip pass over to Stormo. Into the corner with Olsen. Feeds it to Stevenson on the block. He's double teamed. Kicks it out to Wadsworth. He swings it around. Now to Abraham. Now back to Stevenson in the short corner. Up top to Wadsworth. He's got a lane. Floats it up and in. Jackson Wadsworth, his second bucket, and it's 10-2. Hamlin leads. 2:56 left to play here, first quarter. Kessler going to drive it. He puts his head down. Can't get it to go, however. Rebound controlled by Wadsworth. He's running the fast break. Passes backside to Stormo, and it's good. Nice job there by Wadsworth. Good job by Stormo to cut to the hoop. And it's 12-2. Hamlin out to a 10-point lead. Here's Manley. He's going to drive, get to the left block, try and pass out, but we're going to have a foul called. That's going to go against Hamlin. That'll be against Aiden Abraham, his first team one. First foul on anybody here in this ball game. We got 2.5 to play here in the first quarter. Took us nearly 6 minutes to get that first foul. Tells you how good the defenses have been tonight. Here's Tyson Manley. He fakes the handoff, gets to the opposite block, and he finishes. Nice, strong finish there by Tyson Manley. And it's 12-4, putting the man in Manley. Here's Bowden Stevenson, top of the key, swings it around to Jack Stormo in the wing. Stormo up top now to Wadsworth, and Wadsworth is going to get fouled on the drive. That'll go against Trevor Everson, his first, team one. It'll be an underneath out of bounds for Hamlin, as it'll be Trig Heinrich checking into the ballgame. Jack Stormo will take a seat. Stevenson going to get it into Owen Tashner. Now swings it around. Stevenson, three-point jumper. He got it! His third triple of the quarter. And it's 15-4 with 2 minutes left to play here in this first quarter. Hamlin flexing their muscles. Now Manley, his shot is deflected. Bowden Stevenson doing it all right now. Wadsworth gets it off. Three-point shot. No good. Rebound controlled by Everson. That was a good look there for Tashner. Just couldn't get it to fall. Now Everson back the other way. He's going to get bowled over, but the official going to call a blocking foul, as Tashner was just a bit late getting to the spot. So that'll be his first. Team two. Back to the ball game. It's Brody Bass and Camden Kessler, as is Cooper Thu in the game for the Warriors. Bass gets the inbound near the corner. He's going to fake the handoff. Now back down Stevenson. Now dribble out. Here's Kessler. Right wing. Gets it to Bass. Bass wanted to feed it to Adderhold, but wisely chose not to. Now Adderhold gets in the post. Back out to Bass. Bass going to drive right side. He's going to fade away. Shot is up. No good. Rebound controlled by Wadsworth, and he's going to run the break. Wadsworth passing backside to Abraham. Abraham kicks it out to Stevenson. Now Wadsworth. 1:05 left to play here, first quarter. 15-4 your score from Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic scoreboard. Here's Bowden Stevenson at the top of the key. Feeds it over to Abraham. He's going to shot fake. Drive left side. Shot up. No good. And Brody Bass flies in and gets the rebound. Here's Thu, back to Bass. Now swings it over to Everson. Now back to Kessler on the right wing. Kessler, jab steps, shot fakes, drives right side, puts it over the left hand, no good. Rebound controlled by Stevenson. And Kessler, he's had a tough time here in this first quarter. No points on his stat line. Had a couple good looks, just hasn't been able to see anything fall quite yet. Wadsworth near midcourt. Looks like Hamlin is happy to play for a near final shot, as there's a 5-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Here's Tashner. Feeds it over to Abraham. Back to Tashner. Now to Wadsworth. Wadsworth hands it off with Heinrich to Stevenson. 3-point shot. He got it! Bowden Stevenson! Now a half-court heave from Everson. It's up! Off the back iron, no good, and he could have nearly called a foul on that play. But Bowden Stevenson, 12 points in the quarter as Hamlin leads 18-4 at the end of one. We'll be back with quarter number 2 in just a moment here on Power 106.3.
Custom Fabricators Incorporated in Watertown promises to continue to keep their tradition of quality parts and great customer service, which you've come to depend on for over 30 years. They are continuing expanding to better serve their customers. Custom Fabricators is actively involved in community events, promoting and supporting Watertown and the surrounding areas. Custom Fabricators Incorporated of Watertown, the leader for all of your fabrication solutions.
World-class service with hometown friendliness. That's what you can expect from the staff of Dave Haler Automotive. And when you come through our doors, we're going to treat you like family. Whether you're looking for a new vehicle from Chevrolet or one of our many nice pre-owned vehicles on our lot. You can also take a look at our classic car showroom, Highway 12 Classics. We offer a full service department, parts department, and a body shop to keep your vehicle on the road and running smoothly. We're conveniently located East Highway 12 in Webster. Review all of our inventory online at HalerAuto.com.
Back here inside the automatic transmission and gear broadcast booth, Bowden Stevenson, the story of the first quarter is he's got 12 points, all coming from behind the arc to lead all scorers as Hamlin leads 18-4. As we start the second quarter, this second quarter is brought to you by Brian's Glass. It'll be Warrior basketball to start this quarter. They got to find something offensively. Just 4 points in the quarter isn't going to get it done. Here's a pass inside to Adderhold. His shot is up, no good. Second chance, no good as well. Everson, offensive board, goes up, gets the foul, and one. Trevor Everson, high motor play, is going to get rewarded with a chance at the old-fashioned 3 points. Back into the game is Tyson Manley. Cooper Thu will check out. That last foul was against Jack Stormo, his first, team one here in this second quarter. Free throw from Everson is up and good. He's up to 5 points to lead Castlewood. It's 18-7. Here's Bowden Stevenson. He's got the hot hand. This is over to Wadsworth. Wadsworth turns down the screen, drives, gets to the block, shot fake, gets it to go. And that's what Jackson Wadsworth can do. I mean, he can really make anything happen on the court. 20-7, your score. Here's Kessler. Gets it over to Tyson Manley. Manley sizing up his man, spins back into the lane. Shot fake, tried to pass it backside to Adderhold, and it's going to be stolen away. Hamlin's coming back with Bowden Stevenson. Stevenson gets it to Wadsworth. Wadsworth drives, passes back out to Stormo. 3-point shot, no good. Kicked out to Tashner. Now to Wadsworth. 3-point shot from the corner. Can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound, Stormo. And a foul's going to be called on Camden Kessler. Stormo did a nice job of crashing backside, but he got position on Kessler and draws the foul on him. That is going to be his first personal. Team one. Back in the ball game is Jaden Olson and Aiden Abraham for Hamlin. Abraham going to get the inbound. He rips it away from Adderhold, but did so losing the ball himself. And now Castlewood will be going back the other way. Here's Kessler, gets in the lane, spins back towards the left side, floats it up with the left hand, and finally gets one to go. Camden Kessler, nice drive and finish there. And it's 20-9. Stormo over to Abraham, now to Stevenson. He's going to drive left side. Lane opens up, and he can't quite get it to go. But Bowden Stevenson, with a burst of athleticism, gets to the rim, and he's going to get fouled and go to the free throw line to shoot two. Foul goes against Brody Bass. That's going to be Bass's first. Team two here in this second quarter. First free throw from Stevenson is up and good. He's up to 13 points on the night already. Second free throw, no good. Rebound controlled by Bass. And now Bass loses the handle of it. And it's going to go out of bounds, and you can see head coach Paul Rosh in disgust of that one. He says, just grab the ball. Here's underneath out of bounds for Hamlin. And the inbound pass is going to be controlled by Stevenson, nearly stolen. And now it is stolen. Here's Camden Kessler back the other way, into the lane. Scoop layup up with the left hand, no good. Rebound controlled by Stormo. So no harm, no foul. Here comes Hamlin back the other way. Here's Stevenson on the right wing, hands it off with Wadsworth. He's going to shoot the deep triple, no good. Rebound controlled by Adderhold. Will Adderhold, no points yet tonight, but he's made an impact on the boards already here in this one, on both ends. Here's Kessler, left wing. He's going to drive against Wadsworth. Push off, doesn't. No foul is called, and Camden Kessler gets the layup to go. 21-11. 5:28 left to play here, second quarter. Here's Bowden Stevenson, gets to the free throw line. Pull up, jumper, back iron, gets the friendly roll. Bowden Stevenson, seems like everything he's throwing up right now is going in. Left side, nice double crossover by Everson, gets into the lane, but throws it away, and it's going to be Hamlin basketball with 5:10 left to play here in this second quarter. Now we're going to have a timeout called by Castlewood. 23-11 your score. This is an active heating timeout. You're listening to South Dakota High School basketball on Power 106.3.
Hey fans, you're surrounded by future leaders, future business owners, and future hometown heroes, both on the field and in the bleachers. That's why Evolution Power Sports and Marine is proud to stand behind our student athletes and the families who cheer them on. Because for us, it's not just about horsepower and machines, it's about building community, supporting tradition, and celebrating the next generation. So let's hear it one more time for the athletes. Visit evolutionpowersports.com, and whatever you do,
back inside the automatic transmission and gear broadcast booth, I'm Micah Warrington. You are listening to South Dakota High School basketball on Power 106.3. 23-11 your score. Hamlin out in front of Castlewood. Castlewood came into this one trying to extend their winning streak out to 18. So far in this one, that's been put into jeopardy. Still a lot of basketball left to be played, however, as Castlewood moves into a zone defense, a 2-3 zone defense. Here's Stevenson over to Wadsworth. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Now here's Stevenson at the free throw line. Kicks out to Abraham. 3-point shot on the way. No good. Rebound controlled by Tyson Manley. So that was a really good defensive possession there by Castlewood. Let's see if they continue with that zone. Here's Kessler on the cut. Gets inside. Now passes back out to Bass. Bass on the right wing. One dribble, now picks it up, looking for somewhere to go. Passes off to Everson. Everson, he gets cut off. Passes off to Bass, now back to Everson. Everson feeds Adderhold in the post. Adderhold working hard, and he gets rewarded as he gets the two. Nice job there by Will Adderhold, just staying with the post up, and he gets the 2 points. It's 23-13, 4 minutes to play here in this second quarter. Stevenson throws the lob up to Wadsworth, and Wadsworth can't finish, but he fights for his own rebound. It's loose on the floor, and we've got a tie-up. It's hard to believe that Wadsworth missed the layup, but it's even harder to believe that he was still able to get the rebound. The jump ball is possession arrow is pointing towards Hamlin, so it'll be Charger basketball. Inbound goes to Stevenson. Now he passes out. It's tipped, stolen away by Manley. Gets it off to Kessler, and Kessler finishes the layup for two. A solid defense turns into offense for the Warriors, and it's 23-15. Stevenson, right wing, working against a man-to-man defense now. Stevenson, crossover, gets to the free throw line, kicks it out to Abraham, now to Stormo in the corner. Stormo feeds it to Olsen, cutting on the baseline. His reverse layup, no good, and Adderhold comes down with the rebound. A good defensive possession. Good look there by Jaden Olsen, just couldn't quite get it to go, and then good job by Adderhold to fly in and get the rebound. Kessler, top of the key, crossover, it gets poked away. Getting on the floor, it's Stormo, but it's recovered by Castlewood. Step back three from Bass. Oh, he got it! And this crowd is fired up, as what was once a 15-point game is down to 5. Here's Stormo, left wing, gets it off to Stevenson. He drives, kicks it to Abraham. It's blocked away! Brody Bass comes up with it, and Castlewood has stormed back. Here's Brody Bass in the corner. Up top now to Kessler, being patient with it. Kessler, he lets it fly. Off the front iron, no good. Ooh, this place would have erupted had that gone in. Jaden Olson's going to set things up for Hamlin. Comes off a high ball screen. Kicks it in the corner with Abraham, then back to Olson. Now up top to Wadsworth, who swings it over to Stormo. Stormo gets it to a cutting Stevenson. Shot fake, goes back up and gets it to go. Nice offensive set there by Hamlin to get an easy look for Bowden Stevenson, who's up to 17 points in the half. My Lord. Here's Camden Kessler. Right side, skip pass over to Everson. He's going to drive, get 2 feet in the lane. Shot up, no good, but a foul is going to be called. And Trevor Everson is going to get to the free throw line. He's going to get to shoot 2. Foul's going to go against Aiden Abraham, his second. Team 2 here in this second quarter. With 1:42 left to play here till halftime, it'll be Trevor Everson at the line to shoot 2. First free throw, in and out, no good. Owen Tashner into the ball game for Hamlin. Jaden Olson will take a seat. Coming up at halftime, it'll be the Jorgensen Meat Processing and Purple Cow halftime show just 1 minute and 42 seconds from now. Second free throw is up. No good. Rebound controlled by Jackson Wadsworth. That was a really good rebound there by Wadsworth. Stevenson, high handoff. He's going to dribble, kick off to Wadsworth. Wadsworth into the lane, spins around, floats it up with the right hand, can't get it to go. Battle for the board. It's won by Castlewood. Camden Kessler will bring it up, and the Hamlin fans want a foul as Wadsworth hit the deck. Bass, pass fake, 3-point jumper, no good. Wadsworth comes down with the board. And Wadsworth is going to move quickly. He gets it poked away from behind. Kessler did that old wraparound. But it's going to stay with Hamlin. 1:02 left to play here in this second quarter. Inbound goes to Abraham, who swings it up top to Stevenson. Stevenson feeds it into Abraham, can't control it. Loose ball on the ground. It's won over by Hamlin. Here's Wadsworth, 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Working against that 2-3 zone. Owen Tashner in the midcourt circle. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Stormo. They got to move quickly to Wadsworth. Open 3-point jumper. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Stevenson. Stevenson is going to back it out. Tashner, 3-point shot. No good. Rebound Wadsworth. He goes back up. Shot is up. No good, but a foul. Oh, great job by Hamlin on the offensive glass. A couple of long rebounds go their way, and Jackson Wadsworth is going to get to the free throw line. He's going to get to shoot 2. That foul goes against Will Adderhold, his first, team 3 here in this second quarter. And the first free throw from Jackson Wadsworth is no good. Aiden Abraham will check out. Back in is Trig Heinrich. Second free throw from Wadsworth, no good as well, but an offensive rebound, won over by Bowden Stevenson. Shot clock is turned off, 18 seconds left in the quarter. It'll be Jackson Wadsworth near the midcourt circle, 12 seconds left. He hands it off with Tashner. Now over to Stevenson, then back to Stormo, back to Tashner. He's open for 3, got it! Owen Tashner, the freshman, knocks it down. The half-court heave, got it! Camden Kessler responds at the buzzer. My goodness, what a first half. 28-21 your score. Hamlin leads. I need some time to catch my breath. When we come back, it'll be the Jorgensen Meat Processing and Purple Cow halftime show. We'll recap this exciting first half and get you ready to go for half number 2. That's coming up next here on Power 106.3.
In the mood for some great barbecue? Country Road Barn will satisfy your craving. They offer mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, pulled pork, and the juiciest chicken around. All seasoned perfectly. Sauce is a choice, not a necessity. Open Wednesday through Friday to the public from 4 to close with a kitchen serving from 5 to 9. Saturdays are reserved for events. Country Road Barn, located 7 miles north of Watertown. Everything's always better in the country. Country Road Barn wishes all area athletes the best of luck this season.
Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic is proud to cheer on all of our area high school athletes. We know the dedication, teamwork, and heart it takes to compete. Just like caring for our four-legged friends, it's all about commitment and compassion. Win or lose, show respect for your teammates, opponents, coaches, and fans. Play hard, play fair, and make your community proud. From the first whistle to the final buzzer, Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic is rooting for you all season long.
My mom saves heroes thousands.
Our mom, Jody Fiedler, has given thousands of dollars to local heroes using the Homes for Heroes program.
If you're in the military, a veteran, teacher, police officer, firefighter, or in the medical profession, you will save money when buying or selling your home.
Call Jody Fiedler at Main Street 881-5585.
Call my mommy today.
Jody, Fiedler, Watertown's Realtor.
From Friday night lights to packed gyms and roaring crowds, high school sports brings our community together in the best way. At Riddle's Glass in Watertown, they're proud to support all our area schools, athletes, and coaches. Your hard work, dedication, and teamwork inspire us every day. Whether you're chasing championships or simply playing for the love of the game, we're cheering you on. Here's to a season filled with sportsmanship, effort, and hometown pride. Riddle's Glass in Watertown, a proud supporter of our area athletes.
Anytime is a good time for breakfast at Page's Place. Breakfast served all day. Enjoy a full menu, evening specials, Page's homemade breads, desserts, sauces, dips, and soups. Treat the whole family with dine-in, carry-out, curbside, and DoorDash options. You'll receive the best service in town at Page's Place. Page and his staff proudly support youth sports and wish all area athletes a successful season. Visit Page's Place Cafe and Grill across from McKinley Park in Watertown or follow on Facebook.
If you're looking for the best steaks or brats for your grill, the best bacon you can imagine for breakfast, the best snack sticks or jerky, and the best custom beef, pork, or wild game processing, then you need to check out Jorgensen Meats. Once you've tried their fine products, you'll know why their business has been in operation and expanding since 1989. Jorgensen Meat Processing and the Purple Cow in Waubay wishes all high school athletes best of luck in tonight's game.
Back here on Power 106.3. You are listening to the Jorgensen Meat Processing and Purple Cow halftime show. I'm Micah Warrington. Hamlin out in front 28-21 here at halftime. It was an exciting first half as the teams traded triples there in the final 2 seconds. It was Owen Tashner for Hamlin, who knocked down a 3 from the right wing with about 3 seconds left. And then coming right back down, Camden Kessler from half court drills it at the buzzer. And we've got a 7-point game here at halftime. It has been exciting. A ton of fun. At the end of the first quarter, Hamlin had a commanding 18-4 lead at the end of the first quarter. But then Castlewood was able to storm back, got it back to a 5-point game at 25-18. But then, like I said, just trading buckets there at the end of the half, and it's 28-21. Here at halftime. Let's go through the scoring for both teams. Bowden Stevenson, he leads all scorers with 17 points. He had 12, all coming off the 3 ball in the first quarter, but he's got 17 here at the break. Jackson Wadsworth, been a bit of a lackluster night for him to start. He's only got 6, and Owen Tashner with 3 and Jack Stormo with 2. So really a 2-man wrecking crew for Hamlin here to start this ball game. As for Castlewood, a bit more balanced is Camden Kessler. He leads the way with 9. Trevor Everson, he's got 5. Will Adderhold and Tyson Manley each with 2, and Brody Bass with 3. Those are the scores for that first half here, and it was a fast start for Hamlin. They were doing a really nice job on the defensive end, got a lot of stops in that first half, obviously only allowing 4 points in that first quarter. But you can't keep Castlewood down forever. There's a reason this team has won 17 games in a row, and it's because they know how to fight through adversity. And that's what they did in that second quarter, and they really fought back, made it a manageable game here in this second half. And it's going to be up to Hamlin now. Their defense is doing a good job. Their defense, I think they can hold up for the most part. But if their offense goes on those droughts like they did in that second quarter, then that's just not going to be good enough. They're going to have to keep pace with this Castlewood team. And I know it's strange for me to say when Hamlin's the one who's winning the game, but it just feels like Castlewood is on the verge of exploding and really getting out to a big lead in this, or out to a big run in this game at some point. If Hamlin can just control those runs, keep it at a 6-0 run instead of a 10-0 or a 12-0 run, then Hamlin's going to have a chance. If they can just keep pace in the second half, which is going to be hard to do because they don't play very many players. It's pretty much their starting five and then a couple of guys off the bench who get a few sparing minutes to just get a few guys a few breathers. But as we know, head coach Todd Neuendorf, he's not one who's going to play a ton of guys off the bench. So his guys are going to be his guys down the stretch, and they're going to need them here tonight. So it's going to be defensive intensity. That's going to be the question. Can Hamlin keep that up in the second half? And then for Castlewood, can they go on those big runs that they're accustomed to going on? It's going to be a fun second half, so stick around. I am definitely looking forward to this second half. 28-21 your score. Thank you for listening to the Jorgensen Meat Processing and Purple Cow halftime show. When we come back, your second half here on Power 106.3.
Sharp Automotive in Watertown is proud to cheer on all our local high school athletes this season. From the opening whistle to the final buzzer, they admire your dedication, teamwork, and drive for success. Just like on the court or field, Sharp Automotive delivers reliability and performance with their wide selection of new and used vehicles. Stop by today to let their friendly team help you find the perfect ride. Good luck, athletes. Keep pushing, keep shining, keep winning.
Sioux Valley Co-op is proud to support all area athletes. Whether you're heading to the game or celebrating a win, fuel up with gas, hot stuff pizza, snacks, and more. Earn points that never expire for gas and car washes. Plus, enjoy extra savings with our Pizza Club and Premium Perks card rewards. Sioux Valley Co-op is committed to our community and its athletes. Best of luck in your games. Sioux Valley Co-op is cheering you on every step of the way.
Here's where the good ideas come from. Street Graphics, Main Street, Millbank, working with local schools to provide ideas and solutions for fundraising. They can customize a design just for you. T-shirts, trophies, banners, buttons, contract printing, they do it all. They work in quantities from 1 to 5,000. Printing and promotions, they print on anything but paper. See them at streetgraphics.com. That's graphics with an EX. Main Street, Millbank, South Dakota, streetgraphics.com.
At Automatic Transmission and Gear, they keep your vehicle's playbook running smoothly. Just like a star quarterback who knows how to shift gears under pressure, their expert team ensures your transmission and driveline perform at peak efficiency. Whether it's a quick fix or a full rebuild, they'll have you back on the road, executing every drive flawlessly with precision and power behind every move. They're your go-to team for keeping your vehicle in the game. Drive strong with Automatic Transmission and Gear.
Winter is the perfect time of year to tackle those home projects you've been dreaming about. With the professional plumbing team at Active Heating, updating your bathroom and kitchen is easy, whether it's new toilets, sinks, or faucets. We also install water softeners, water heaters, and reverse osmosis systems to keep your home running smoothly. For all your plumbing projects, trust the experts at Active Heating. Visit ActiveHeatingInc.com to get started. Active Heating, serving Watertown and Brookings.
Here on Power 106.3, about ready to get the second half underway. between Hamlin and Castlewood. 28-21 is your score. Welcome back. I am Micah Warrington, giving you the play-by-play action here. Throughout this second half, it'll be Castlewood with the basketball to start the second half. I should probably mention that this third quarter is going to be brought to you by Westside Implement. Thank you to Westside Implement for being our third quarter sponsor here this evening. Same five for Castlewood with Brody Bass, Tyson Manley, Camden Kessler, Will Adderhold, and Trevor Everson. Same five as well for Hamlin, Bowden Stevenson, Jaden Olson, Jack Stormo, Aiden Abraham, and Jackson Wadsworth. We are underway here as Brody Bass has it at the top of the key. He's going to pass over to the right side with Tyson Manley. Skip pass back up to Bass. Bass feeds it off to Everson. Everson to Kessler. Kessler trying to go high-low, but it was read all the way by Aiden Abraham. Nice job there by Abraham on the defensive side to front Adderhold and then get the steal. Left side, here's Stevenson, back over to Wadsworth on the right wing. He's going to drive, get to the block, and kick it back out to Olson. Olson back to Wadsworth on the wing. Wadsworth fakes the handoff in 15. He's going to drive, get into the lane, pass out. Three-point shot, Stormo, no good off the back iron. Rebound is going to be controlled by Everson. Oh, good look. Just couldn't quite get it to fall. As here's Kessler driving. He's going to lose the handle of it, but it's going to go off of a rolling Jackson Wadsworth. It'll stay with Castlewood. Right now, Todd Neuendorf. That's a couple of times now where Camden Kessler has drove, hit the chest of Wadsworth, and Wadsworth has hit the deck, and Neuendorf wants that to be called the charging foul. Here's Brody Bass coming off a dribble handoff. His jumper no good. Rebound controlled by Hamlin. No points yet as here's Stevenson driving and he's going to lay it up. No good. Rebound Abraham. His shot blocked away by Bass. It's controlled by Wadsworth. He gets it over to Olson and back over to Stevenson at the top of the key. Stevenson going to hand it off with Wadsworth. Now it's Olson near the midcourt circle. Olson comes off a high ball screen, gets it off to Abraham, then back to Olson, now over to Wadsworth. Here's Jack Stormo now, left wing, gets it to a cutting Stevenson. Hit blocked away by Adderhold. Ball is loose on the ground, and it is going to be a jump ball. But Adderhold coming out of nowhere, flying through with that 6'5 frame, swats it away. Jump ball points towards Hamlin, so it'll be a Charger inbound. 6 seconds left on the shot clock, and we're going to have a timeout called by Coach Neuendorf. This is an active heating timeout. 28-21 your score. You're listening to South Dakota High School basketball on Power 106.3.
Tired of keeping an eye on your propane tank? Take ordering off your to-do list with scheduled propane delivery from AgTegra. We'll monitor your tank levels and automatically schedule a refill delivery when you need it. No stress, just a confident supply of propane. Even better, sign up for Level Pay and enjoy equal average monthly payments to help you budget with ease. Plus, scheduled delivery and Level Pay customers save 20 cents a gallon compared to will call. Confident comfort starts with AgTegra Cooperative. Call AgTegra today at 605-225-6383 to get started.
Hamlin gets the ball in out of the timeout to Bowden Stevenson. Now pass, trying to get it back to Wadsworth in the corner, is going to be stolen away. Didn't have much time to work with anyway. Here's Castlewood back the other way. Here's Camden Kessler. He's going to dish off to Everson, setting things up on the offensive side. Everson back to Kessler on the right wing, working against Wadsworth. Kessler driving in, scoop layup with the left hand, gets it to go. That has been a really fun matchup to watch, and right now Camden Kessler, on the offensive side at least, has got the upper hand. Olson back over to Wadsworth. He's going to try to drive in, gets to the free throw line, picks up his dribble, and kicks out to Stevenson. Stevenson gets to the block, working against Bass. Shot fake, looking for somewhere to go. Tried to pass it out, but nobody's home. But it's going to go out of bounds back to Castlewood. Right now, Coach Neuendorf not happy with his players. And hey, we got to move the ball, is what he's saying. Can't be so stagnant on the offensive end, and he's right. 28-23 your score. Hamlin, who's led pretty much the entire way, as Will Adderhold on the block finishes, and it's 28-25. Back to a one-possession game. Here's Stevenson at the free throw line. Passes back out. Now over to Stevenson, to Wadsworth. Wadsworth turns the corner, passes backside to Abraham. Now back out to Olsen. Here's Stevenson. He's going to drive left side. Floated up with the right hand. No good. Rebound controlled by Adderhold. Everson near the midcourt circle. 25 seconds left on the shot clock. Gets it to Manley. Manley over to Kessler on the right wing. Back to the right side with Brody Bass. Bass comes off a screen. Gets it back to Adderhold. Adderhold fight for it. And a nice job by Jaden Olsen as he gets the steal. Hamlin's coming back the other way, working slowly. Here's Aiden Abraham. Left wing. Abraham up top now to Stevenson. Back over to Olsen. He'll shot fake. Drive. Get to the free throw line. Pass off to Abraham. Now Stevenson. He gets inside the lane. Steps back. Gets it off to Wadsworth. Three-point jumper on the way. Can't get it to fall. And it's controlled by Castlewood. Wadsworth, who's typically a sharpshooter from downtown, has yet to knock down a triple tonight. So you just have to wonder, when is that going to come? Here's Kessler to the free throw line. Passes back out. Now it's Manley on the left wing. Manley being patient. He's going to try his chance at a drive. He kicks out. Now it's Kessler. Kessler being patient on the right wing. 9 seconds left. He's going to shoot the three. No good. Rebound controlled by Stevenson. Stevenson going to pass off to Olsen, and Olsen will get it across half court. Here's Jackson Wadsworth. Near the midcourt circle, setting things up, working against Camden Kessler. He gets it off to Stevenson. Now over to Abraham. Abraham fakes a pass. Now gets it to Stevenson posting up. He's going to just turn around, shoot the jump hook. No good. Rebound controlled by Castlewood. Hamlin yet to score in this quarter as we've just got 3:11 left to play here in the third. And the timeout's going to be called by Castlewood. 28-25 your score. 3:11 left to play here in the third. Hamlin still leads here in Castlewood. You're listening to South Dakota High School basketball on Power 106.3.
If you're experiencing shoulder pain, knee pain, lower back pain, or extremity injuries, it might be a good idea to consider reaching out to Body and Balance Chiropractic and Wellness and talk with Dr. Allison Dargutz about some services, which include kinesiology taping and cold laser therapy. It's also convenient that Body and Balance Chiropractic and Wellness offers Saturday hours. That can be helpful for people with busy schedules. If you're interested in their services, contact them at 878-BODY. Body and Balance Chiropractic Wellness in Watertown.
Brian's Glass, locally owned and operated with over 100 years of experience, offers a wide range of services for all your commercial and residential glass needs. From doors and windows to windshields and rock chip repairs, they've got you covered. Visit them Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 p.m. or Friday from 8 to 4 p.m. at Business Square, south of Lions Park in Watertown. Call 605-886-5328. Brian's Glass proudly supports local athletes and wishes you the best of luck in tonight's game.
Out of the active heating timeout, it'll be Castlewood basketball. 3:11 left to play here in this third quarter. Been a fast-moving third quarter. Haven't had any fouls here in the second half quite yet. Here's Brody Bass, right side. He gets it off to Kessler. Kessler going to drive in, spinning, fading away, and he can't get the jumper to fall. Rebound controlled by Stormo. Here's Wadsworth back the other way. Feeds it off to Tashner. He shoots the long three. In and out, no good. Rebound controlled by Adderhold. Hamlin still yet to score in this quarter, but they cling to a 3-point lead. Here's Adderhold inside. He's going to lose the handle of it. It's Wadsworth working the fast break. Gets inside the lane, and he gets it stripped away. Here's Manley back the other way, and Manley gets fouled, and that's going to go against Wadsworth. That's a bit of a frustration foul, I think, from Jackson, as he thought maybe he got fouled on the other end, and instead he tried to just reach in and see what could happen there, and tried to make a defensive play, instead gets called for the foul. Just his first, team one here in this third quarter. first foul we've had on either team here in this third. Pass to a cutting Everson on a nice backdoor cut, and Everson makes the layup. It's a 1-point game. 28-27 your score on the Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic scoreboard. Here's Stevenson, rips through, gets inside the lane, passes back out to Wadsworth. Wadsworth over to Stevenson, right wing. He's got a one-on-one, jab steps, gets in the lane, and he's going to pass it to nobody. It goes out of bounds back to Castlewood. So that's the second time this quarter that we've seen Stevenson just dribble into nowhere. Here's Kessler, top of the key. He has been the facilitator tonight. Gets it off to Manley. Manley drives in, kicks out to Bass. Three-point shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Stevenson. 1:43 left to play here, third quarter. Score still 28-27 Hamlin. Right side, here's Heinrich. Swinging it around now. Here's Stormo on the left wing. Gets it into Stevenson on the block. Stevenson, he's double teamed. Pass back out to Heinrich. Now to Wadsworth. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Wadsworth drives in, gets into the lane. Pass out to Stormo. Now over to Wadsworth. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Wadsworth into the lane. You're up! It's good! Oh, what a move! Jackson Wadsworth showing off the fancy footwork. It's 30-27. That's the first points that Hamlin has scored here in the third. Adderhold on the block. It's blocked, but a foul. And they're going to say there were two defenders there. It looked like Trigg Heinrich Trigg was clean up top, but they're going to say he was dirty down below. He's going to get the foul. His first, team 2. And at the line to shoot to will be Will Adderhold. First free throw from Adderhold is up, no good. Cooper Thu into the game for Castlewood. Tyson Manley will take a seat. 1:01 left to play here in the third. 30-27 still your score on the Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic scoreboard. Second free throw, no good as well, and we're going to have a foul on Castlewood on the rebounding action. That'll be against Trevor Everson. That's going to be Everson's second. Team 1 here in this third quarter. Haven't had many fouls here tonight. Nobody's gotten more than 2 fouls for either team, and it's just one player on each team that has 2 fouls. Trevor Everson for Castlewood, Aiden Abraham for Hamlin. Here's a lob play, and Wadsworth gets it to go. Beautiful pass by Stevenson. And Wadsworth is into double figures. 32-27. 39 seconds left to play in the third. Cooper Thu has it. Being patient. 12-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. So here's a drive and a kick out to Everson. Everson going to drive, slip at the free throw line. Pass back out to Kessler. He knocks it down! Camden Kessler for 3 times the shine. And it's 32-30. 14 seconds left. Shot clock is turned off. Here's Tashner, the freshman. Gets it over to Wadsworth with 6. Then in the corner with Olsen. Back to Wadsworth with 4. He gets it off to Olsen. Sidesteps. 3-point shot. It's good at the buzzer! Jack Stormo knocks it down. And teams trading 3-point buckets at the end of the quarter. Hamlin hosts a 5-point lead. It's 35-30. When we come back, it'll be your fourth quarter here on Power 106.3.
AGI's all-new MKX2 Series swing-away augers are proven to help you move more grain efficiently. The MKX2 Series is built for durability, serviceability, and versatility. With AGI's MKX2 Series, you can choose the speed you need. In various lengths, the 10-inch tube gets you up to 6,600 bushels per hour, the 13-inch tube up to 11,000 bushels per hour, and the 16-inch tube provides a maximum capacity at 23,000 bushels per hour. Contact Westside Implement in Clark, South Dakota for more information today.
Big plays, big smiles, and a big night for local hoops with tonight's boys and girls doubleheader. When it comes to keeping your smile in championship shape, Embrace Dentistry has your back. Proud supporters of our local athletes, Embrace Dentistry provides gentle, modern care for kids, parents, and the whole community. So every visit feels like a win. Schedule your next checkup today and keep your smile game strong all season. Embrace Dentistry, where your smile is our priority.
Back here on Power 106.3 KPHR, Ortonville, Millbank, and Watertown. 35-30, your score at the start of the fourth quarter. This fourth quarter brought to you by our friends at Custom Fabricators. It'll be Castlewood basketball. Here's Camden Kessler. Top of the key, dishes over to Bass on the left side. Bass, shot fake, dribbles, pulls up jumper, no good. Battle for the board, it's tapped out to Kessler. He's going to shoot the three, can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Everson, and Everson, he gets fouled. Now Everson, as he was trying to pass it out, got hit across the arm. They're going to say it was against Bowden Stevenson, his first. Team one here in this fourth quarter. It'll be an underneath out of bounds for Castlewood. Inbound is going to be stolen away by Jack Stormo, and a foul's going to be called against Everson. Well, that's going to be Everson's third, so now he's got to play a little bit cautious with 3 personal fouls now. First team foul here in this fourth quarter. It's Tyson Manley's back in the ball game. Everson really causing some disruption as now the ball finally finds its way to Jackson Wadsworth. Everson did a nice job there against Jaden Olsen, batting 3 passes. Here's Stevenson on the right wing. Being patient, gets it off to Stormo. 3-point jumper, it's good! Jack Stormo! He's knocked down back-to-back triples for this Hamlin squad, and the lead is back up to 8, 38-30. 7 minutes left to play here in this fourth quarter. Right side, Everson is going to drive, and he's going to draw the foul. That's going to go against Jaden Olsen. That'll be Olsen's first, team 2 here in this fourth quarter. Underneath out of bounds, left side of the hoop. Kessler inbounds to Bass in the corner. Bass gets a screen, comes off of it, dribbles to the wing, now kicks off to Kessler, and we're going to have a foul called before the shot. That's going to go against Jackson Wadsworth, as Wadsworth was trying to get through a screen. Wadsworth ended up giving a little bit of an extra shove to the player giving the screen, and he gets called for the foul, his second, team 3. So the physicality has definitely picked up here in this fourth quarter. You can tell this has been an intense game all game long. Here's Brody Bass on the right side. He's going to dribble towards the middle. Now pass back over to Kessler. Kessler feeds Adderhold in the post. Now back to Kessler. Jab steps, drives towards the middle. Kessler up, and offensive foul! Camden Kessler gets called for the charge. That's going to be his second, team 2 here in this fourth quarter. And Coach Rosh not happy with that one. Didn't think Olsen got there in time. But the official had a pretty good look at it. He says it was a charge. So it'll be Hamlin basketball. Left side, here's Stevenson. Back to Stormo, then over to the right side with Olsen. Olsen trying to feed the post. It's going to be batted, but Stevenson's able to come up with it. Now it's Wadsworth, top of the key, dribbles back to the free throw line, and he's going to pick up his dribble, and a timeout is going to be called by Hamlin. This is an active heating timeout. We'll break with them. 38-30 your score. 6:07 left to play here, fourth quarter. Hamlin out in front. You're listening to South Dakota High School basketball on Power 106.3.
Take a drive to Cornwell Drug and Gifts in Webster, where you can shop in a quiet atmosphere. Find some amazing novelty items like greeting cards, jewelry, shoes, bags, clothing for babies and adults. Also, Melissa and Doug learning mats, activity books, and toys. Cornwell Drug and Gifts offers a great selection of home decor, soup mixes, sauces, jams, drink mixes, and chocolates. Find it all at Cornwell Drug and Gifts, 701 Main Street in Webster. Good luck, area athletes. From Cornwell Drug.
Crawford Ostis Funeral Chapel and Cremation Services proudly supports our student athletes, coaches, and fans who bring heart, hustle, and hometown pride to every game. From tip-off to the final buzzer, teamwork, dedication, and community spirit shine bright across the court. Crawford Ostis Funeral Chapel is honored to stand behind the families and neighbors who make high school basketball unforgettable. Here's to safe travels, loud cheers, and memories that last a lifetime. Good luck, Hamlin Chargers, all season long and beyond.
Out of the timeout, it'll be Hamlin basketball. 6:07 left to play here, fourth quarter. It'll be Jackson Wadsworth to set things up as Castlewood goes back into a 2-3 zone. Wadsworth, he's going to split the D, gets it inside to Stevenson, goes up, gets it, and the foul! Oh, what a beautiful play there by Hamlin as they run a split screen to get Wadsworth into the middle. He makes a beautiful play to dish off to Bowden, and Bowden finishes through contact. He's going to get a chance at 3. Stevenson's free throw is up, no good, so he can't convert on the three-point play. That last foul was against Will Adderhold, his second, team 3 here in this fourth quarter. 5:48 left to play here, fourth quarter. 40-30 as Everson drives, he puts it up and in. Trevor Everson has answered the bell here tonight as he's up to 9 points, and it's 40-32. Right side, here's going to be Tashner. He gets it off to Stevenson. Stevenson dribbling around the arc, now hands it off with Wadsworth. Wadsworth back to Stevenson. Jab step, drives, gets left block, spins around, he's double teamed. Now kicks it back to Tashner, now to Wadsworth. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Wadsworth into the middle. Shot fake, tries to pass off to Stevenson. He saves it from going out of bounds. Back to Tashner, now to Abraham. To Wadsworth, open for 3. Got it! You knew it was going to happen eventually. But Jackson Wadsworth hits his first triple of the night, and it couldn't have come in a bigger moment. 43-32, under 5 to play here in this fourth quarter. Lead back up to 11. Brody Bass on the other end. His three-point jumper no good. It's going to go out of bounds off the hand of Jack Stormo. So it'll stay here with Castlewood. Shot did not hit the rim, so the shot clock did not reset. 19 seconds remaining. Underneath out of bounds for Castlewood. Brody Bass gets it on the corner. Hands it off with Kessler. Kessler into the lane. Floats it up. No good. Rebound controlled by Wadsworth. Now Wadsworth working against Kessler. Lots of contact. No foul is called. Here's Wadsworth. Shot fake. Pass fake. Now shot fakes again. Now he's going to dribble out. Wadsworth just having fun with it right now. Here's Stevenson, left wing, back to Abraham, then swings it around to Stormo. Stormo feeds it to a cutting Stevenson. Shot fake is up, no good. And then he goes up, and Will Adderhold swats it into oblivion. It'll stay here with Hamlin. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Inbound goes to Wadsworth. Backside. Behind the back pass to Stevenson. Now back up top to Wadsworth. Three-point shot. Oh, yeah! Jackson Wadsworth back-to-back triples. And it's 46-32. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Lead up to 14. Kessler over to the right side with Everson. Feeds Adderhold in the post, and Adderhold goes up, gets the foul. Can't get the shot to go, however. So Will Adderhold will get to the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to go against Aiden Abraham. That's going to be his third, team 4. So Castlewood is shooting free throws from here on out. First free throw from Adderhold. Hits the front iron, backboard, right iron, and rolls off. No good. Second free throw from Adderhold is up, and he gets that one to go. 46-33, 3:52 left to play here, fourth quarter. And as Wadsworth is bringing the ball up the court, Everson is going to get called for the foul. And that is going to be Everson's fourth personal. So now he's a player who likes to be aggressive on the defensive end. He just doesn't have any to play with anymore, so he's got to be smart. Wadsworth gets it across half court, courtesy of a screen from Bowden Stevenson. And now Hamlin is happy to run a bit of clock here with a 13-point lead. Stevenson passes backside to Stormo. Three-point shot, back iron, no good. Rebound controlled by Brody Bass. Here's Tyson Manley working quickly back the other way. Castlewood's got to find a way to score some points quickly. Here's Everson inside to Adderhold. He goes up and he gets fouled. So Adderhold will get back to the free throw line. That foul's going to go against Aiden Abraham, his fourth. So now Abraham's got to be smart. First free throw by Adderhold is up and good. (46-34) your score. 3:19 left to play here, fourth quarter. Hamlin out in front of Castlewood. Second free throw is up. No good. Rebound controlled by Stevenson. Nice rebound there by Stevenson. Now he'll hand it off with Wadsworth, who gets it across half court. Wadsworth dribbling on the right side, hands it off with Stormo. Stormo swings it off to Olsen. Hamlin happy enough to just run a bit of clock. 12 seconds left. Wadsworth in the corner. Shot fake, drives baseline. Shot fake again, goes up, and he gets fouled. Really nice heads-up play there by both Jaden Olsen and Jackson Wadsworth as Wadsworth sprinted across the baseline to get open in the corner. Olsen found him. Wadsworth wisely drove the basketball, and he draws the foul on Will Adderhold, his third, team 5. And Jackson Wadsworth is at the line to shoot 2. First free throw is up and good. Wadsworth, who had just 6 points at halftime, is up to 17. Make it 18. He has been a second half player tonight. And it is 48-34. Lead back up to 14. 2:45 left to play here, fourth quarter. Driving in is Everson. Goes up and he gets fouled. That foul is going to go against Jaden Olsen, his second. And it'll be Trevor Everson at the line to shoot 2. First free throw is up, no good. Aiden Abraham back in the ball game. Jaden Olsen will take a seat. Trig Heinrich stays in there, the freshman. Second free throw from Everson, no good as well. Adderhold comes up with the offensive rebound. Here's Tyson Manley, left wing. Manley in the air, just gets it off to Adderhold. Adderhold passes back out. It's deflected, but picked up by Kessler. Kessler, three-point jumper, no good. Rebound controlled by Stormo. 2:20 left to play here, fourth quarter. Hamlin out in front by 14. 48-34 your score on the Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic scoreboard. Here's Stevenson, left side. He's going to pass back out to Wadsworth. Wadsworth, jab steps, drives, pass off to Stevenson. He gets into the lane. Pass off to Abraham at the top of the key. Now it's Stevenson on the right wing. Stevenson being patient with 9. Gets a screen. He's going to drive left side, gets it poked away. Picked up by Heinrich. He shot fakes, floats it up, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Everson comes up with it, and a foul is going to be called against Aiden Abraham. And that is going to be Abraham's 5th personal foul, so he will have to watch the final 149 from the bench. Aiden is going to end the night, no points, but his effect was not on the offensive end. It was definitely defensively tonight. He played a spectacular game, even if he didn't score a point tonight. Trevor Everson at the line to shoot 2 bonus free throws. First free throw is up and good. 48-35 now your score. 1:49 to play here in the fourth. second free throw is up and good as well. So Everson goes 2 for 2, makes it a 12-point game with 1:47 to play here in this fourth quarter. Hamlin on the verge of snapping Castlewood's 17-game winning streak. Here's Jackson Wadsworth, right wing. Ooh, nice move there. Shook the man. Now Wadsworth, left wing. He's going to shoot the three, and he got it! Jackson Wadsworth has stepped up here in this second half. His third three-pointer of the fourth quarter, and it's 51-36. Kessler going to drive baseline, and we're going to have a foul called. That matchup between Camden Kessler and Jackson Wadsworth has been physical, it has been electric, it has been dynamic. It has been really fun to watch as Kessler just got the better of Wadsworth on that play. First free throw by Kessler, no good. Overall, Jackson Wadsworth, I would say, has won the war so far. Second free throw from Kessler, got it. He goes 1 of 2, makes it 51-37. Wadsworth can get it across half court. 1:05 to play here in this fourth quarter. Wadsworth, left wing, just being patient with it. Dribble towards the middle of the court. Now Wadsworth swings it over to Heinrich. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Feeds it into Stevenson. Stevenson to a cutting Olsen, and he finishes at the rim for 2. Nice pass there by Stevenson. Good cut by Olsen. And it's 53-37. 39 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Pass deflected, stolen away by Trig Heinrich. And the shot clock is turned off. And Hamlin can dribble out the clock. What an exciting basketball game as there's just 20 seconds left. Hamlin, a team that had a lot of questions coming into this season, losing 4 of 5 starters off of last year's state runner-up team, the same team that had won the state championship 2 years ago. They come back and they snap Castlewood's 17-game winning streak, and Hamlin is going to hand Castlewood their first loss in almost a full calendar year. The Chargers are going to move to 3-1 on the season. Castlewood is going to fall to 4-1 on the year. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, it'll be the Pages Place postgame show where we will name our Sharp Automotive players of the game. That's coming up next here on Power 106.3.
Custom Fabricators Incorporated in Watertown promises to continue to keep their tradition of quality parts and great customer service, which you've come to depend on for over 30 years. They are continuing expanding to better serve their customers. Custom Fabricators is actively involved in community events, promoting and supporting Watertown and the surrounding areas. Custom Fabricators Incorporated of Watertown, the leader for all of your fabrication solutions.
World-class service with hometown friendliness. That's what you can expect from the staff of Dave Haler Automotive. And when you come through our doors, we're going to treat you like family. Whether you're looking for a new vehicle from Chevrolet or one of our many nice pre-owned vehicles on our lot. You can also take a look at our classic car showroom, Highway 12 Classics. We offer a full service department, parts department, and a body shop to keep your vehicle on the road and running smoothly. We're conveniently located East Highway 12 in Webster. Review all of our inventory online at HalerAuto.com.
Hey fans, you're surrounded by future leaders, future business owners, and future hometown heroes, both on the field and in the bleachers. That's why Evolution Power Sports and Marine is proud to stand behind our student athletes and the families who cheer them on. Because for us, it's not just about horsepower and machines, it's about building community, supporting tradition, and celebrating the next generation. So let's hear it one more time for the athletes. Visit evolutionpowersports.com, and whatever you do,
In the mood for some great barbecue? Country Road Barn will satisfy your craving. They offer mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, pulled pork, and the juiciest chicken around. All seasoned perfectly. Sauce is a choice, not a necessity. Open Wednesday through Friday to the public from 4 to close with a kitchen serving from 5 to 9. Saturdays are reserved for events. Country Road Barn, located 7 miles north of Watertown. Everything's always better in the country. Country Road Barn wishes all area athletes the best of luck this season.
Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic is proud to cheer on all of our area high school athletes. We know the dedication, teamwork, and heart it takes to compete. Just like caring for our four-legged friends, it's all about commitment and compassion. Win or lose, show respect for your teammates, opponents, coaches, and fans. Play hard, play fair, and make your community proud. From the first whistle to the final buzzer, Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic is rooting for you all season long.
My mom saves heroes thousands.
Our mom, Jody Fiedler, has given thousands of dollars to local heroes using the Homes for Heroes program.
If you're in the military, a veteran, teacher, police officer, firefighter, or in the medical profession, you will save money when buying or selling your home.
Call Jody Fiedler at Main Street Melody 881-5585.
Call my mommy today.
Jody, Fiedler, Watertown's, Realtor.
From Friday night lights to packed gyms and roaring crowds, high school sports brings our community together in the best way. At Riddle's Glass in Watertown, they're proud to support all our area schools, athletes, and coaches. Your hard work, dedication, and teamwork inspire us every day. Whether you're chasing championships or simply playing for the love of the game, we're cheering you on. Here's to a season filled with sportsmanship, effort, and hometown pride. Riddle's Glass in Watertown, a proud supporter of our area athletes.
Back here on Power 106.3, you're listening to the Pages Place postgame. I'm Micah Warrington. And we had a fun couple of games tonight as Hamlin takes both games of our doubleheader. The first game they took by the score in the girls' game by a score of 59-32. And then just a few moments ago here in the boys' game, Hamlin is going to upset number 1 Castlewood, number 1 in Class B, that is, by a score of 53-37. Hamlin boys are going to move to 3-1 on the year. Castlewood is going to drop to 4-1 and have their 17-game winning streak snapped by the Chargers here this evening. It was a fun game. Let's go through the scoring for both teams. First, for the Castlewood Warriors, they were led by Camden Kessler. He had 15 points in the ball game for Castlewood. Trevor Everson added 11. And then Will Adderhold with 6, Brody Bass with 3, and Tyson Manley with 2. So just not enough offensive output for Castlewood here tonight as they were held to just 37 points on the evening. Now for Hamlin, it was really a two-man wrecking crew, but they got some key buckets from key players. Jackson Wadsworth, he ends the night leading all scorers with 21 points, 15 of which coming in the second half. A really solid second half for the senior. Bowden Stevenson, he had 19 points on the night. Made 4 3-pointers in that first quarter to really set the pace for Hamlin. Didn't make another 3 the rest of the night, but he did a nice job of just facilitating and making enough plays on both ends of the court in this one. Ends the night with 19 points. Jack Stormo, he hit a couple of clutch buckets in the second half. He had 8 points. Jaden Olson, he had 2 points, and then Owen Tashner with 3 points for Hamlin. Really fun game tonight. We knew it was going to be Hamlin. As we all know, they have been very good on the boys basketball side for the last few years. There were some questions coming into the year whether or not Hamlin could reload as well as they have, and they showed tonight. They knock off the Class B champions tonight. Snapped Castlewood's 17-game winning streak. So we could talk a little bit about how Castlewood maybe didn't score as much as they would like, but I think the story of this one is how Hamlin came out prepared and how ready for the moment they were. Like I said, a lot of people just questioning whether or not Hamlin's got the goods this year. They got the goods, and it's because of a man named Jackson Wadsworth, and that's going to lead us into our Sharp Automotive Player of the Game. It is Jackson Wadsworth. He was incredible tonight. 21 points, 15 points in the second half. Didn't make a three in the first 3 quarters of this game. Came up in the fourth quarter when Hamlin needed clutch buckets. Jackson Wadsworth was the guy that they wanted to shoot the basketball, and when he shot it in that fourth quarter, it was going in. Jackson Wadsworth, your Sharp Automotive Player of the Game for the boys' game. As for the girls' game, a bit of an easier choice as it's going to go to Addison Neuendorf. She had 19 points for Hamlin in that first game tonight. She was incredible for the Chargers, and a big reason why they are 5-0 to start this season. So Addison Neuendorf and Jackson Wadsworth, both from Hamlin, your Sharp Automotive Players of the Game. All right, let's thank a few sponsors and let's get out of here. I want to thank Active Heating, Body and Balance Chiropractic. I want to thank Brian's Glass. I want to thank Cornwell Drug. I want to thank Country Road Barn, Street Graphics, Dave Haler Automotive, Glacial Lakes Veterinary Clinic, Evolution Power Sports and Marine, Page's Place Cafe and Grill, Riddle's Glass, Sioux Valley Co-op, Jorgensen Meat Processing and the Purple Cow, Westside Implement, Automatic Transmission and Gear, Mainstream Realty, Sharp Automotive, Custom Fabricators, and Actegra. I want to thank Crawford Ostis Funeral Chapel and Embrace Dentistry as well. Thank you for being sponsors of this evening's basketball game. It was a fun one. Our next game not going to be until next, I believe it will be next Thursday, when Hamlin and Clark Willow Lake take to the hardwood. Let me check that real quick. 1 second here, as I know next Thursday I'm in Clark for the Groton game. Yes, that'll be next Thursday. Groton area taking on Clark Willow Lake in a doubleheader from Clark. We will have coverage of that here on Power 106.3. You can also watch that on the Power 106.3 YouTube page and power1063.com. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Have a great weekend. Have fun. Stay safe. Good night. 6.3 YouTube page and power1063.com. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Have a great weekend. Have fun. Stay safe. Good night.